Oh, come on, Nick. What we doing? What you doing? Shit. Shit.
Are we good? What's up, guys? It's happy hour.
With Precious.
And Shelly Rio.
We back in this thing. About to get fucked up on these hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And today is BSB brown sugar bourbon.
Brown sugar bourbon.
Are you into whiskey?
I'm into dog liquor. I like dog niggas and dog liquor. You know what I'm saying? It works for me.
Well, I'm not into whiskey, but
Or dog niggas.
that is not true. I just happen to be married to a light-skinned guy.
Oh, okay. Used
He's
to
black,
dab
though.
in the
He's black,
chocolate.
though. He's
He
black.
is black, yeah.
Yes.
No, I wasn't saying he wasn't black. He just ain't dog. You know what I'm saying?
So, I tried to do some research on this whiskey. It was very hard because there was no history really, except all it said is that it won whiskey 2 years in a row of the best flavored whiskey, and it's nationally recognized because it's sweet, smooth, and finished boasting with warm brown sugar and hints of spicy cinnamon.
Well, that's good enough. We don't need no other history. It won some shit 2 years in a row. So clearly it's good. It got brown sugar in it. Brown sugar,
So that usually makes everything taste good.
Yeah, that brown sugar, shit. And brown sugar is everything. Y'all niggas know. Niggas know. Okay, what we making today?
All right, so we could do one of two things. We could do the bourbon with the lemonade, or we could do whiskey sour.
I'm gonna do the whiskey sour, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling
Okay.
a little, you know what I'm saying? Well, now what is going in it though?
So whiskey sour is whiskey.
A little whiskey. How much I put in?
I mean,
However much I want.
pretty much.
But I do gotta do something later. Don't be retarded, Precious.
All right, so maybe we should do 2, 3 count, maybe.
3.
Then you squeeze some of this in there.
Oh yeah, that lemon good for you. You know what I'm saying? Put that lemon in your water and shit.
Shake it up.
That's it?
You know how? Yeah.
Wait a minute, I don't get nothing cute.
You're gonna put cherry in there. When you're
Oh,
done.
okay. I'm for a second. Oh,
Shake it up.
damn. Shit, too weak. I could have did this goddamn shit in the car.
Now sometimes you love to shake it.
I do love to shake it, but I look funny.
Girl, you were silly.
Shake that thing like a shake up. Shake that thing like a.
You have a lot of energy.
I really don't. I don't know where this shit coming from. Shit.
All right, now you get to pour it in here, the whole thing.
Whole thing.
Yeah. So you can just take.
Take that off.
Yep.
My bad. With ice and everything.
Yep.
I don't like how much ice
Well, that is a
your
lot of
ass
ice,
be
yeah.
putting in there.
And then add a cherry inside.
With a cherry on top. Cherry
Yes.
on top. Hey, cherry on top. It look cute.
So I'm just gonna do the whiskey lemonade, which is all it is the whiskey.
Yeah, I wanted me a cherry. Shit up in that bitch. Make my shit.
And some lemonade. Oh, shit.
Cause usually the cherry go in fruity shit, but this bourbon, you know what I'm saying? So I like the mixture.
And then you shake it up. And then you pour it out. I'm scared to try this because I don't drink whiskey.
She don't do shit, but she try everything when she here. She tried weed last week, the food.
Let's
she
not
don't
even
drink
get into
this
that.
nigga.
Oh my God.
Toast it up. Bourbon, sugar, what is it? Brown,
Actually,
brown
I
sugar
don't even
bourbon.
taste it. I think my lemon killed the taste.
Yeah, nigga, you put enough lemon in mine to me. Nigga, goddamn.
No, look at mine. Yours is darker. Mine's like clearer.
Cause you got bourbon.
Well, cheers. Go get your drink. Come back. We'll be right back. And
We'll be right back with Right
Happy hour.
Graded. We get fucked up and we kicking it right here on Happy Hour on the house. Right back.
yes, see you later.
What's up? shots.
Shelly.
Hello, hello.
Sounds
I'm
good.
gonna show you how to turn it up a notch.
Go ahead, Grady.
Hey, mic check.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Nah, hang on.
I'm like, yeah, this nigga. This kid.
As you see, I left the bottom there.
She let you do it out. Oh, I am gonna come to Memphis, y'all, one day. You know what? I ain't even finna start talking about niggas. Here I go. I'm sick of it. No, that one is the brown sugar. You just taste the hint of cinnamon. See, it got a little cinnamon in it. He like, I don't want no cinnamons and no sugars and none of that. Grady is the alpha male. You better act like you know. You better act like you know. Get your cinnamon, just a t-shirt. No. I got on some ties. You can't see me, nigga. I'm still gonna open my legs too. Look, nigga. No, I'm just playing. I'm sick of it, y'all. I'm just playing. I'm really very respectful of this shit. Shit on. I'm put my shit on.
Shade from she said Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff in this motherfucker. What's up, girl? Shit. I need her. Okay. He done. Oh, okay. He got us on some sexy shit today. Okay, Nick. Got it screwed and chopped up on these hoes. Hold up. Going real slow, but we about to do the show. I've been getting too fucked up, so a bitch gotta smoke. I ain't had no time to roll up, cause my ass was running late. but I ain't even tripping. I'm gonna smoke it and have a date with a fine nigga. Yeah, that USDA.
Slink,
Said he
what up,
got that beef, nigga. What you gotta say? Slink. What up? What's up? What's
Smoke
up?
yours.
Smoke yours, my G. We out here for the 19-20-20. Hey.
Got your hand sanitizer?
Hell yeah, nigga. I'm out here like the rest of these niggas. But I would like to say, welcome back, y'all, to Happy Hour with Precious.
And Shelly Rio.
And we got my G in the building, the one and only alpha male comedian, actor, all that shit, nigga. Good looking ass nigga. Give it up for Ray Grady in the building, y'all.
What's up? What up with it, y'all?
Where's the
Thanks for
applause?
having me. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for fucking with us, man.
Oh, yeah.
We just be out here bullshitting and shit. Nah, for real, it's very professional.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, you be having fun. You be having
With a
fun.
little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, with a little bit of alcohol. I said I'm not gonna drink that much. I got shit to do today, but I'm already on one, nigga. My head already sweating. It don't even take much. I'm sick of this.
You guys have no idea. So if you guys tuned in last week, we had our guests. They brought us some infused liquor treats, and one of the things was infused with weed.
Peach cobbler, weed peach cobbler, nigga.
You guys saw what I took. Literally, it was a half
wow.
a teaspoon. And I was like, I'm fine. 30 minutes, I'm fine. I go home. I literally got home at 2:45 and I passed out until the next day.
Say,
I
that
was
shit had me
so
fucked up. What's up, DJ?
Off
Say,
literally a half of a teaspoon.
say, nah, I ate more than that. But the point is, that's why I don't eat weed. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to smoke weed. Everybody gets so damn creative. You know what I'm saying? You eat it when you at home and ain't got shit to do. I ate that shit. I was gone too, fool. And y'all know I smoke all the time. But that food, then the other girl, Kat, done brought goddamn Patron balls and motherfucking Maker's Mark and nigga.
Dude, I was messed up.
I've realized I don't like to eat my highs, fool.
But that was the best rest I've gotten in months. Like, literally.
Hilarious.
Weed is good for you, fool. Duh. You know what I'm saying?
hilarious.
Nothing put you to sleep like some good weed. A good indica, nigga.
Oh, no, it was good. All right, guys, so
Indica or dick?
Yeah, that will put you to sleep.
Right.
Yeah, that will.
Shit.
all right, so yesterday I hit Precious up and I
Okay.
invited her to come to my house because Corey Feldman was doing this whole documentary that you had to pay for. It was $20. You had to go online, you get to watch this documentary. And so Precious couldn't come, which was cool. So I'm like, I'm gonna still watch it. I think Corey Feldman did a whole fire festival on the world because it did not air at all. And supposedly hackers hacked into this system and nobody was able to watch it. And supposedly he sold over 1 million tickets.
Ooh, that
for
nigga got
$20
game.
each.
Boy, that
Right.
nigga, say right there, that is very smart. Sir,
wow.
we need to
He
give
was-
it up for that man right now. That's what we need to do because what he did is juiced all y'all ass out of dub. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Not
saying?
me, not me, because I was right on the phone with my credit card like, hello, you need to cancel this charge because this was a scheme. I don't care if it's just $20 because $20 times 1 million is a lot of freaking
That's
money.
a lot of bread.
You right,
Forget
we don't
that.
play that shit. What?
Nope.
So nobody got to see.
Nope.
See, I thought I was just being a bad friend. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna man. I was like, how long? Because every time
Girl.
people say documentary, I be like, how long, my nigga? Because I'm not trying to be like that. I'm interested in us and shit. But god damn, even Malcolm X was a little too long, the movie. You know, I'm like, okay,
Hilarious.
nigga, end this shit. Like, when? But,
Dude, I was so he did a screening with his friends and family like in a theater, and so he showed up like he took a picture and was like, hey, I'm here at the screening, but the system is down, whatever. So what I think happened is that you have to pay for the theater. So I feel like he used that money to pay for the theater and then pocketed the rest. So
nah, ain't nobody out here doing that. But he wanted to exonerate it. Is he?
I don't know.
Corey Feldman?
Who
Yeah.
Corey Feldman?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah, he
want-
was a
oh, he
child
actor.
actor that
Yeah,
got
child.
molested and raped.
I don't even know who these niggas. Nigga, I ain't got K. Why don't be watching shit?
Nah, he
No,
from the
like
80s.
The Goonies.
Yeah.
Remember the Goonies?
Oh yeah.
Like that's where he blew up from.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Him and Corey Haim was best friends.
Right, and so
Yeah.
Corey Haim passed away, and so
Yeah.
he wanted to air it yesterday because I believe that's the anniversary of his death.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you go on Twitter, the people that went to the actual show said the names that he said were the same names he's been saying, which was Charlie Sheen, Bob Hoffman, Alphony Hoffman, Dominic Brescia, Marty Weiss, and John Grissom. But the documentary was supposed to expose different people and hire people that were more higher up. So now,
All I'm
It's all a
gonna say
scheme.
is that you know you win some, you lose some. Y'all gonna have to take that L. Niggas gotta take that L.
Yeah.
or call your
Yeah.
credit card company, like I did.
Something. Yeah. I never. Yeah. No, he was a dope actor for a minute. He made a ton of money.
Right.
Classic
And I believe
movies.
he probably did get molested. Like, I believe that, but I just don't like how he went about it and schemed us all.
What did he get? Molested? Was that what you finna say?
Yeah, he said he got molested.
That's what he
Look,
said.
well, I don't know nothing about this. Y'all
Really?
just blind, just ignore my ignorance, fool. I don't know this nigga. He got, that's what he said. He got,
I'm surprised.
my bad, fool. Everybody be in their own little words, though, if you think about it. Bicycle club niggas be with them niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, athletes be with them niggas. My bad. Nah, I should be a little more well-versed. I'm gonna look into that. So he got molested as a kid?
Yeah, while he was doing movies and The Goonies, some other movies that he did. But Charlie Sheen, he was a co-star with in some movie. I didn't see it, but apparently he...
Charlie Sheen molested him?
Not Corey Feldman, Corey Haim.
He said, did Charlie Sheen molest him?
But like he went into detail saying like he took him by a trailer, like put some like something on his hoo-ha, not his hoo-ha, his weeder. I don't like saying like
his
No,
dick.
they
Put some oil
Charlie
on
Sheen
there.
was out, they said he even had that package and he was out there putting it out there. Still
Well,
having
they
sex,
saying
yeah.
that right now today, cause
Yeah.
that nigga, cause why we ain't heard nothing from this nigga since he announced he had that shit. They made him announce and now this nigga still out here fucking, boy. They don't be caring about the white folks, but they'll keep us in the limelight
Yeah.
with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Where the fuck Charlie Sheen at?
right.
Put out an APB, fool. We need a goddamn.
He in one of them $1 million cribs over there in hiding somewhere.
But the crazy thing is, Corey reported this to the police, and they didn't care. All they want at that time, that's when Michael Jackson was being accused of, molesting or whatever he was doing to little boys, and they wanted him to out Michael Jackson. But he's like, Michael Jackson didn't do this to me. He's like, Charlie Sheen and whoever else did this to me, and they didn't care. All they cared about was getting Michael
That's
guilty.
fucked up.
Well, that's what happened when Mike showed his crib. That's when I knew his shit was starting to, go down.
When he showed the crib.
When he showed the crib.
Never.
Yeah, that was it. They was like, he lived like this? Oh, we finna get this.
And that's how it is. Yeah, you can't show people too much, man, because that's some bullshit. But Charlie Sheen should have been took down. Why didn't you hear about that? I thought he was just fucking these hoes and got that shit. And you one of them people? You a
I think he
predator, my nigga?
I think he did sue at some point, but then they wound up dropping it, or I don't know. You have to research it, but at some point years ago, he did have a lawsuit against Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
They sweep all the white shit under the goddamn rug,
Right.
What's that about, Everything white is right,
Yeah.
It's some bullshit in the 2020. God damn, when are we gonna make that change? Like Michael said.
When we start, this is when the change will happen. When we start really messing with each other.
Well,
When people of color, I should say the number one consumers, which is black folks, this is when we'll start to win. When we start only buying from us, only celebrating us. We're not saying a month, because even in the month of February, everybody's still going to, white establishments.
Yep.
So you can't complain because this is their thing. You are visitors in their thing. That's what niggas need to understand. Black folks need to understand it. You can't do what white folks do with the money you have.
with the money you have.
You know, it's crazy though. I saw a meme right before Black History Month ended, and it said something like, "We want to support Black businesses, but basically we charge too much. Like, why am I going to pay $50 or whatever for this item when they can get it cheaper?" And so I don't think people understand. I don't know what that particular business was. I have my own business. I make tutus at home. You guys know this. I talk about it all the time. But the thing is that you're paying for the quality of it, but you're also paying for my time. And so everybody that has a business, whether you're a hairdresser or whatever you do, you have to pay for their time on top of the product that they're using.
And you don't question nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go pay that shit and be like,
Right.
it's that shit. But no, me and Chan, because Chan did the show when you weren't here, but we were talking about that, and we actually getting together where we gon' oh shit, was that supposed to be? That's next week. I hope.
Girl, you got so much
I
going
be
on.
fucking up. Yes, but we supposed to get
girl.
together because we are gonna put out a video and we want everybody. You know, we was talking about it, Nick, about going to Black business, and we want everybody to make it, a real thing. At least, take at least a day or a weekend where you only fuck with us.
Right.
Because like you said, that's really how we gonna win. But it's never gonna happen because we too busy trying to shine in other people's shit.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Like even if I think Plies did a video yesterday, and it was very profound because he said he was hanging with his white buddies, and one of the white guys he had, his wife, had a big old Louis Vuitton bag, but the bag was a knockoff. And the white lady told him, like, we don't buy
don't buy
real
that
stuff.
shit.
You don't buy it.
For
Y'all buy it. Basically, it's like that's for
dummies.
yeah, that's for you guys. We're not paying no purse, $30,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
no.
it almost it stings black folks, but it's like we do better at insulting when we have the bread. I'm not saying that's what you gonna do, but you just seem more like you've made it when you stunt on the next one instead of showing them how to go get it. Because everybody will say game is to be sold, not told. So that's always been the situation of our downfall. Instead of you saying, hey, man, let me show you how to do this, bro.
Yeah, let me help you. Let's come
Precious,
together.
let me show you how to do it. Remember when we talked?
Yep.
And then you was just like, and next thing you know, you did your own show in Oak Cliff.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And you just like going through the stress. You ain't going to make $1 yet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Then that 6th or 7th show, then you're going to be like, Grady was right.
You know,
Now all it takes is for a dude
to
or
plant
female,
a seed,
to
you know what I'm
plant the
saying?
seed,
But
man.
people won't even plant the seed, and they'll know. Or if they do, they know, and they still
Yeah.
not. They purposely trying not to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, I can know, but I ain't gonna try to help you get there. I ain't give you no game. I don't give a damn. Like, bitch, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at that. And actually, it may make you appreciate shit later, but it also make you appreciate the ones that do. You know? What
Right,
I'm
I'd be
saying?
sending you texts like, hey, you should do this, Precious. You should do that.
I know. I told people too, like, Shelly is all right, y'all. After all, she really helping me with
All
shit.
right. Yeah,
Hey,
she all right.
for
Thank
real.
you, thank you. I'm good. See, I'm good at coming up with ideas. I'm just not good at executing them.
Yeah, I feel you.
And really quick, I just want to thank you, Pete Clemenza, for donating. You guys can donate at Venmo, PayPal me, or Cash App at Rollout Digital. We are a listener-supported show, and at the end of the month, you know, we pick out a name, and we'll send you a prize.
Good looking out, Pete. Out here tricking on us. We appreciate you from the heart. You know what I'm saying? We are a self-funded show, so if you cash help us, you're not just helping us.
Well, you are helping us.
I mean, you're not just helping you and your entertainment, you're helping us. I don't know what the fuck. I tried to make it sound. I'm not only your client.
Yes, because alcohol is not cheap.
I'm not playing press on that.
All right, guys. So I know we talked about coronavirus a little bit last week, but it's getting worse.
It's not getting worse, folks. The hype is getting worse.
I'm like, it's getting worse. I'm like, I'm wondering, are you guys here on the panel or anybody at home, call in. You guys can call in 818-914-4087. I'm just wondering, are you guys doing anything different to prevent yourself from getting the coronavirus?
Nope, I had the same sanitizer before they start talking that shit. I leave it in the car, you know what I'm saying? And when I got shit to do, it's right there. I ain't buy no packs of water. I still be buying the 1/2 gallon at a time.
What is up with, like, people
I don't
literally...
give a fuck, fool. Like, what's gonna happen, gonna happen. And if y'all really pay attention, ain't no black folks got it. They said we immune. But they did see
Hilarious.
some...
That's all the flaming hots we've been eating.
I actually did some research on this after
That's
we
all
left.
the flaming hots we've been eating.
I researched this after we left because we kept saying it was I can't even say the word.
I know it wasn't the men. I was just talking
It's
shit.
not that. So apparently we have an enzyme, everybody, that's a person. It's called the ACE2 enzyme. Apparently kids and people of color, black people, we carry less of that enzyme, and white people carry an abundance of it. So the coronavirus attacks that enzyme. So like the more you have, the higher chances are you're gonna get it.
I told y'all niggas I just didn't have the deep definition, but I told y'all we immune that shit.
But that still puts me in, I don't know.
You in
'cause
it,
I
yeah,
have
bitch.
an
We too
app.
close. Yeah, you have, bitch. You cough, I'm out of here. I'm not playing.
No. But literally, I'm not leaving my house. Like, I didn't even go to a party this week. Like, I'm not leaving unless I have to.
Yeah, I feel you.
I knew it was something up because the highways is not as packed.
Right.
It's not as crowded. I was like, wait a minute. I'm coming all the way from Santa Monica, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, this
Ain't
is
nobody out here.
That's good. No traffic.
on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Right? Ain't nobody out here.
Awesome.
That's not California though.
Right? I was like, what's going on? So
Gotta
the
be
media is
careful.
strong, Jack.
The media is super strong. They canceled
they
South by Southwest on these hoes.
They did?
And you know,
They canceled South by Southwest.
What
Fool,
is
that bring
that?
in like millions, probably 300 million. The nigga, it's the biggest event they be having.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, did they
Down in
cancel or
Texas.
reschedule it?
nigga, cancel. Nigga,
Oh, wow.
coronavirus, nigga. But y'all ain't canceled the Olympics. Y'all need to cancel that. Nobody trying to be around all them goddamn Asians and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love them. They do my, but I'm just saying, nigga, I ain't no way I'm gonna go to, nigga, y'all better reschedule them Olympics too.
But you know what they did reschedule? Coachella. Coachella was supposed to be in April, so they pushed it back to October.
Well, good.
Oh,
Coachella.
wow.
Last time they were talking about Coachella, they told me there was an outbreak of herpes.
There
This year
was.
it's going to be an outbreak
Right.
of corona. God
Right.
damn it. Y'all better close it.
Yes.
And that lets you know, I'll just say, when you go to these festivals, there's a lot of nasty people in the world.
I've never been to one of those festivals.
It is, but even if we there and people nasty, fool, I can't get it from just being like,
Exactly.
what's up, great ass?
Right.
No,
Like,
but
what
you
do
gotta
y'all do?
sometimes stop shaking niggas' hand. Just give them a hug.
Right.
Just start hugging.
Don't even hug them either at this point.
Just throw your head
Well, your
up like we
clothes,
used
and
to,
you
baby.
can't catch it from the clothes, right?
Actually, you can. They say that when you come home, you should take all your clothes off and shower immediately.
no.
I mean, we don't do that, but I do
Yeah.
make my husband take off his sweatshirt. I'm like, mm-mm.
Nick, look at that video on my Instagram, fool, that I put up. It's the clip from a commercial where they talking about somebody in Memphis was exposed to the
But you
and
guys,
so this bitch on there like, ain't nobody trying to bring that shit, huh? Nigga, one dude sprayed his son in the face, nigga, with disinfectant spray.
didn't.
And he was not black. He was Hispanic, nigga. Y'all tripping down here. Say, they on there. One woman was covered, plastic bag on her head, feet, arms.
That's crazy.
Niggas
but
doing
you
the
heard
most.
about the priest that shook like 500 people's hands and he had coronavirus.
Who?
A priest that was giving out communion and shaking the
Yeah,
church
don't be
members'
fucking
hands.
with that church shit no more.
So now they all have to be quarantined. Why are you laughing?
She said, I'm not dealing with that church shit no more. Boy, that's why I love Precious. Precious does not care. I love you.
I swear, man. Say.
And Italy's on lockdown. They can't even leave. Like they're stuck.
Really?
Literally. So if you booked a trip to Italy this summer, it's a wrap.
Oh,
You ain't
wow.
going.
Damn, I had booked my trip too, fool.
Got to be
Got to reschedule that. Nigga, ain't nobody going to Italy.
Ain't nobody going there.
No,
Oh my God.
I want
You
to
literally.
See, that's the commercial. Y'all saw it. That was the shit.
I would never do that to my kid. But what I do now is when I get the mail, like I'll spray it with Lysol, or if I get a package, I'm a little paranoid.
But when you think about it, y'all, if we gonna get the shit, we gonna get the shit. You can
That's
be
true.
the cleanest motherfucker in the world, and the minute you hit your door and walk out, then you get to the motherfucking shit to throw the trash out of that door you open. Or you walk down the stairs and gotta open that door. Or you
Right.
get to the gate, you gotta do this. Then you get in your car. Nigga, you know how many germs you got just from leaving your house and getting into your motherfucking car?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But what's confusing me is like, why
That
are
is
we?
true.
Why is all the hand soap and toilet paper sold out? Like, were we not washing our
everybody.
hands before?
No, niggas want washing their hand. Nigga, you only do that shit when you around people to make it
Not
look
me.
good.
Real talk. No, that's real
I'm
talk.
a germaphobe. I've always been that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll take
shit.
that. I'll take
I'm
that.
just saying, niggas is like, they said we got to be clean now. Niggas is out trying to get clean, fool. But honestly, like, if you just do what you was taught. Because if you're doing the shit the right way, you washing your hands for what, 20 seconds? Ain't nobody doing that. We
That's
Right.
it. Yeah.
blowing the shit around with the blowing shit in there, blowing the germs and shit feast shit around germs and
That is
goddamn
true.
and scrolling our ass out like we're a clean individual.
And you can tell the ones that normally don't wash their hands because those are the ones that are complaining, oh, my hands are chapped. Like, your hands are chapped because they wash them so much that their hands are drying out. I'm like, you're clearly not used to washing your hands and lotioning them after. So,
I just got some rough ass skin. I gotta have that shea butter fool. My hands just be dry, rolling blunts and motherfucking. Like, bitch, you don't work construction.
and you also have to wash your hands in the warmest water that your body can handle. Because technically, you don't need soap to get rid of germs. You need hot water.
That's why I said, really, if you got faucet
Right.
water, you can live forever.
Right.
You put that shit on steaming hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you put it in whatever and throw that shit in the freezer, fool. It's sterilized.
That's what I said.
And you don't believe that? Throw a lemon in that bitch. Little slice of lemon, the lime, fool. Got you some alkaline.
But now the toilet paper.
That is true.
Like, why
That
is the
is
toilet paper sold out? Like, really?
Toilet paper too goddamn high too, cause I like Charmin Ultra Soft food, but it's getting a little ridiculous. I had to get Charmin, I had to get the little off-brand one, but it's still good, you know, cause I like good ass wiping paper. You know, you can't be putting no
With the
bullshit
paper
on your
towel?
ass. No.
Whoa.
Not no paper. Niggas would really nigga, I done bought people I know. I done bought my friends some tissue before. Like, I ain't using no paper towel, bitch. I know we out over here.
Hilarious.
But nah, fool, them little off brands is just like Charmin Ultra Strong or Charmin Ultra Soft. Them good because that shit, and I stay by myself. You would think I got a house full of kids and like this bitch.
I have a question for you guys.
What up?
So, Shelly, I know you've been married 14 years, but
I know.
you know.
Well, in April.
Okay. Congratulations.
So,
But in your dating days, and this, you guys can answer this. Did you go in someone's bathroom and kind of check for those things, see if they had like cheap toilet paper, cheap towels, that kind of stuff?
I never did that.
Well, no.
no, we was concentrating on other things.
You got to be a bad chick for me to want to come to your crib. You got to.
Oh, you're not even going to the crib?
Nah.
Oh, damn.
But don't you want to see how she lives?
You know
Like,
what?
is she
But you
clean?
know what I will
That's
say?
it.
Because a dude had commented on my toilet paper, like, you got some good toilet paper and my towels. He did say, these are good ass towels. Yeah, nigga, I
My
got
mom
a few.
schooled me on that growing up. She's like, yo, check a woman, check the bathroom. check her towels
you do
and her
that.
toilet
You
paper.
gotta have some nice
That's if you want to be around her.
That's hilarious. nigga.
towels, toilet paper, and then some good sheets
Wanna
on
be
that
around.
bed. That good thread. Like, don't have me no dorm room ass sheets. It needs to be that, 5 and up on the thread. Egyptian cotton. If y'all don't know about it, look it up.
That's hilarious.
Look at Kamira, and I'm done with my hair. You want me to?
I think the
No, I wrote it down.
I just feel like if you're gonna go through all that, right? You know what I'm saying? Going to a crib and trying to see how she is, you'll know that just from talking to her.
No,
See,
you
if you-
won't. The bitch be
No.
real
I'ma
dirty
tell
at the
you.
house.
No, let me
Right.
tell you. So let me just tell you about what's the word I want to use? Repetition. You have a routine,
Oh yeah.
okay?
Right.
So if I sit down with you at a restaurant or have a drink with you at the bar, right? You'll know if she's clean just on how she's positioned herself to sit down. Put her elbows up on a sticky bar table, anything, like with the peanuts in the little bowl. If she grabs that, you already know her house
never.
is trash.
Oh.
Oh my
You already know. You already know. She don't put the glass up to the light. You already know.
Well, I don't do that though.
Do you rinse the bitch out with your half white ass?
Nah, I just think that everybody say they're a germaphobe, but see, I worked in, hazmat before I did stand up.
Okay.
So I understand everything. Everything that we have on is very flammable, especially cotton. So a lot of people don't know that. So and I went to culinary school. So when you go to culinary school, you're supposed to wash
Damn,
your
you can cook too?
Yeah.
Damn.
So when you wash your hand, it's supposed to be 30 seconds according to OSHA.
Got it.
According to Usher. See, you know what I'm saying?
According
Some
to
of y'all didn't catch that.
So according to OSHA, it's 30 seconds, right? And then I guess just actual, it's called what is it? Sanitation etiquette.
Got it.
That's what you're supposed to know. So if I already know, I can tell if a broad is clean or not.
But so I have a friend that's when she goes out, she does everything that. I don't think she holds a glass up to the light.
No, you just do it like this real quick.
Right,
That's all. You
but
just
she's
do it like that.
on the out. Like she is a clean person. Like
Yes.
she's okay. So one of my friends, I'm not gonna say who,
Mm-hmm.
stayed at my house for a while. I had a few friends in and out
Ooh,
of my house.
don't let nigga stay with you. Shit. I
And-
don't want to know you that well.
She had her own bathroom, thank God, because we had 3 bathrooms, and I don't like sharing my bathroom. We all know that already. And I went in there, and I'm like, "There's like period blood."
On the toilet.
Yes.
Some people don't know when I think because that don't happen. Some people have been in my crib and I was like, God damn. But I think maybe when you're on your period, you get up and you wipe. If you don't look back, maybe some bitches don't look back. You just wiping and going on. And if you bleeding, that shit will drip on your ass, nigga.
No, because
Like-
I mentioned this to another friend. Like, I cannot believe this, and she's like, "Yes, she did it at my house too." Right. So I'm like,
But
hold
that's
up.
fucked up that that's your friend and you mentioned it to somebody else. You talking about, yeah, that bitch left some blood over here too. Like, that's not an ongoing conversation for your friends.
My point is that you wouldn't know that though unless you went to her house and went in her bathroom and saw, okay, this is something's off here.
Cause see, I wanted to be super offended myself, but being a woman that bleeds, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit,
y'all
okay,
want-
that's not
Right.
as nasty as being like you left shit in this in my you know, like that's kind of a. I mean, I don't think you should never do a check behind you, but some people really
I
move
always
that
check.
fast.
I check
Some people
everything.
really move that fast. They just bloom and they out.
No, I literally will lift up the toilet seat and check just to make, because you never know. Shit
Have
happens.
you guys ever dated somebody that you really, really interested in and then found out they had a really disgusting habit?
I feel like
He didn't have no disgusting habit, but that nigga had titties, fool. It bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Not big ones, but you not a big nigga. And like, yo, I could not get with the fact that this, I hadn't seen him in a wife beater. And then I saw him in a wife beater, and I'm like,
Oh my
it
God.
really bothered me to the fact I can't fuck with this nigga, fool. Like, and I know my titties way bigger, but it's still like, those really look like titties to me. I cannot. I couldn't do it, y'all. He was a nice guy, too, but
Titties. Man, that's why I love
That's
President,
horrible.
man. This woman here, retarded, dude.
Or what? Or maybe because sometimes you don't know people and you catch them on a good day and then another day they smelling sour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or some shit. Yeah, you catch that people out in the streets. Like, damn, that nigga smell
And
a little
no-
spoiled. You know?
Yeah.
no OG
Yeah.
Sleepy. Precious is not talking about Blue, so leave him out of this.
Wait,
Blue is
I ain't
happily
said
married.
sh-
No, I know. They're saying it's Blue.
Oh, they talking about titty. Nah,
Right,
I'm talking
yeah,
about, no, I didn't mean it. Like, everything
We
I
love
say.
Blue. Make sure you tune into his show.
But
on
for
Thursday
real, like if a
nights.
dude Grady size, you talking to nigga Grady size, and then one day he just chilling at the crib.
Well, now was it?
Pull out his shirt, wife beater. You like,
Well,
wait a minute.
maybe he was like 500 pounds and lost Wait.
Nigga
no.
wasn't never 500 pounds for. I've been knowing this nigga. Shit.
You're so funny. Thank you, iLacy, for donating to our show. You're awesome.
She said, I've been knowing that nigga. Hey. But you know what? I think most guys, right, wouldn't talk to a chick like Precious because she speak from the heart. That's
probably true.
No.
That's
So
fucked up.
Well, no, because they're intimidated.
yeah,
And you're a comedian.
and
so
you're a comic.
You might.
Yeah,
they
you're
might
a
be in
comic.
your.
the threat of it would be you. He's gonna come up short. You giving him the time, and then on top of that, he's if he's not a stand-up dude already,
or
nah.
confident.
Nah,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
But
nah.
y'all need to know I'm not even like that, fool. Y'all never see me talking about my relationships or nothing. I mean, like, y'all don't see me out with people, so I wouldn't be like a bitch is gonna embarrass you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say this because I know you. I think the crazy shit would be that most dudes, when they see her, Precious look you in the eye when she talk to you. Most women that are full of shit, they don't look you in the eye when you talk to them.
Huh.
They don't answer you. You know when they do the handshake and they look away as soon as they make contact? So when you're a stand-up, when you're a regular dude, you be like, oh, this broad is a diva. Or she is looking for somebody to take care of her. So now flip it. She is in the industry. She's with us. We treat her like one of the niggas. But she's someone's daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to keep the human aspect of it, but you could just tell, like, most cats ain't gonna be able to do
Blushing?
it.
I am.
No, she want us. She want us. Precious,
am, like,
that's
I'm
my
a
dude.
nigga.
That's
I'm a nigga, but I still want to be taken care of. Shit, it's boiled as shit. God damn. Can somebody find the balance for a bit?
You do have a shirt on that says no husband.
I'm letting niggas know I'm single, nigga. Shoot your shot.
oh
No husband right now.
It's like, and I think the crazy shit is about it. You talk like us. She talk that shit. Like, no joke. She talk that shit.
Man.
Some guys might like that. You guys call in and tell us if you like that type of girl.
Call in at 818-914-4087. You know she from Jersey.
Dude,
y'all.
speaking of Jersey, like I'm supposed to go home for Memorial Day weekend. You know, my son's turning 21, and so we want to, take him out. But I'm like
That's dope.
paranoid. I'm like, if this shit is not contained by then, like I'm not going anywhere.
You good, nigga. I went to New York
ain't
last
nobody-
month,
ain't no-
nigga.
ain't no-
Last
Shit.
month.
I was just in Phoenix Monday.
You know
Ain't
what I'm
nothing
saying?
wrong.
Ain't shit going on out here, fool. Take your normal precaution. Take your ass on. If you don't put on one of them bodysuits with gloves and the mask and do all that.
This is
dumb
how
shit.
you stop getting from like what do you want to call, like head cold when you fly? You know, Neosporin.
Yep.
You take a real thin layer and just rub it on your nose.
Neosporin, the antibacterial.
Yeah,
Really?
catch all the germs.
Oh, good. I'm going to do that shit, too.
No
Look at
joke.
that.
No joke.
Okay.
No joke.
Cause you be
Sounds
paranoid,
good.
through the airport, you be paranoid. Even when I sit my hand on the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
shit.
Girl, I wipe
I
that
need
shit
my
down.
jacket on, fool. I gotta have everything, but I can't act like I'm I try to be cautious, but I ain't that cautious. Just like with anything, fool. You know what I'm saying? You around people, you like, yeah, use the shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you starving, nigga, or some shit going on, niggas ain't rushing to go wash their hands. Niggas is mashing, fool. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it sound horrible. I ain't no nasty bitch, nigga. You check my records, but I'm just saying, it's just some real shit, nigga. Niggas don't want that.
My nigga,
I don't even want to pump gas,
hilarious.
and I'm gonna need to get it soon. Actually, I heard
electric
gas
car
drops. Gas has dropped because of the coronavirus.
I tell you what, out here, 7-Eleven got the best gas prices, fool, right there on Sherman White. 7-Eleven, they beating everybody, fool, by like 10 cents.
What they got?
Shit. The gas, fool. I'm not the weed gas.
Wait, 7.
No, I'm saying what they got. What is it, like $4, $3?
Nah, 3 something, but cheap. Like usually most places that's like $3.39 for regular. You know, $3.39, $3.40 something. There's like $3.29, $3.19 right now. You know what I'm saying?
I saw the Arco was $3.19.
See, I ain't selling you the game. I'm telling you, nigga, go get it, fool. Grady, what's up with you? I've been seeing you move. You started your tour, right?
Yeah, Saturday. Last Saturday we did the Miracle Theater. So, man.
Very nice theater.
Oh yeah, you did it last. You did
Yeah,
it. You
I
did it with me
your
and
ugly
May.
Southern
Yeah.
Child. Yeah. But you,
So,
how was it?
fun. This one was here's the thing. Comics that come from out of town, when they come to LA, they think LA is like stars, not knowing these people are bougie.
Yeah.
LA is a soulless city.
Boy, you better preach the gospel.
They're not, because they're so spoiled and they can see entertainment and whenever they want. So I let my cats on the tour know, like, you got to bring all of you. You got to give it up. So they went out and, they went out and did their thing. And then do the intermission. They didn't put all that fire in front of me, and then I go up and release hell.
Yeah.
And they was like, nigga, you don't never sweat when you perform. I was like, good. So these people, they paying top dollars, 50 for a VIP and 30 to entry and 25 getting online. They're like, yo, we fooling with you. They buying my shirts and stuff like that. So
they deserve a show.
yeah, I gave them a show.
Yeah, you always do.
Like, thank you. So they and I used the whole stage.
Yeah.
You know how I perform.
Yeah, you know them boring ass niggas just standing in one spot the whole night. I mean,
Yeah.
nigga, move, nigga.
I'm a little physical, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think the cool thing about it is they John Sally came, the NBA player.
Yeah.
So he said, "Man, alpha male," and I was just like, "Look at all of us, we men." So he was like, "You going somewhere with that?" I was like, "I already knew. I've been doing this. I've been doing the alpha male tour since 2010."
Since 2010.
Yeah. And so I think because they was like, well, what's the difference? I was like, well, there's nobody like me, and two, there's nobody like me. So it's a gift and a curse that I'm on my own.
Yep.
I'm in my own lane.
Boy, you better preach.
Good.
Boy,
Yeah.
you better
So
preach.
it's fun. We'll be in the 20th we'll be in Lynchburg and
Where is that? That sound like a racist ass city.
It
nigga.
does.
Virginia, Lynchburg,
Let me
Virginia.
see.
We
We'll
do
be up
West
in
Virginia,
Lynchburg. No.
Roanoke. So we're gonna do like about 6 dates in March.
You
What?
don't have any dates in Washington, do you?
DC?
I think so.
I want to.
no,
I
Washington
think I want to
State.
say either May. We'll be doing the district.
No, I'm only asking because I know they canceled a lot of stuff in Washington because the coronavirus is. I'm just saying.
Then mine won't be until May. Yeah.
Right.
The
just-
coronavirus will be
saying.
gone, just like Ebola and all the rest of this dumb ass shit by May, okay?
Yeah, they will be.
Shelly be tripping for, you know what? The corona. My cancel.
Well, speaking of, a lot of these diseases always come out during election season.
Yep.
Do you realize that, right?
Yep.
And so we're still voting. Like we voted. Well, California voted Tuesday. I'm really pissed because I didn't get out to go and vote because I was so effed up on that damn weed. I passed out and did not get up to go vote, and I'm so mad at myself.
Well, I'm not mad, and I didn't get up and do it, and I didn't plan on it. You know what I'm saying?
But each
Hilarious.
state is different, so make sure you guys check when your voting is, and please vote and vote for me, please, because I didn't vote, and I'm so upset.
My man Ralph Porter said Corona with lime. Yeah, Ralph. Yeah, Ralph.
Shit.
Ralph.
Nigga.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
I mean, not to me. I know, people marched and all that for us to vote and do all that, but I just really feel like you should do it when you really feel compelled to. Like, don't do it just because you got the right, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it when you feel like somebody, you feel in your heart, this person. Nigga, I stood in a long ass line for Obama. I was dead ass serious at the elementary school around the corner after getting off work. You know what I'm saying? Early in the morning, nigga. That's how dedicated I was to that, you know? But then when you came down to Hillary and this nigga, I didn't feel compelled either way. You know, the last time. I had to, my honest opinion, shit. Oh, well.
All right, but looking
so
back,
I
though,
didn't-
do you not think our economy would be better right now if Hillary would have won?
Nope. It wouldn't have felt, I don't know, fool, for real, but she didn't make me feel like, whatever she would have done, it didn't make me feel like shit, fool, so I couldn't do it.
And this the same woman she voted for massive incarceration against blacks. Period.
Period. I ain't even know
So
that,
I don't
nigga.
give
I
a
know I
shit
didn't
about
feel
what she talking about. 1994.
Yeah,
just-
Super
I
Predators
just
was
feel like
the word.
anybody
Super-
at this
super
point
predator,
is
she called
better than Trump. Like, I just don't want
No,
Trump in
not
office.
anybody. I think that's how we just be looking at it. Anything better than nothing. No, sometimes fuck that shit.
You know what? You know what's the crazy thing? And I'm not a political comic.
I'm gonna poke me a little drink.
I'm gonna say this. I said ammo. That's not.
I'm
a
not
word.
either, nigga. We ain't no political
Wait, it's
ass
right there.
cons. We don't be on that smart super
The crazy thing is, Donald Trump mirrors everyone's opinion of others. So if you racist, he's the I'm looking for a word. Shelly, give me a word.
No, you're asking the wrong person.
I want to say he's. Give me.
Well, he's the mascot for
There
it.
you go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You just call him the mascot for the team.
He's the mascot for saying the most, but it's truthful, right? So if he said building a wall, and then when you say things like when people say, well, they trying to keep out the immigrants, it's like, well, wait a minute, we all immigrants. How the hell are you gonna dictate something that you didn't even have anyway? And then we go do the biggest mockery is what, Thanksgiving?
That bullshit.
And
guys
Thanksgiving is
have
a
thankful for some
huge
shit.
massacre.
Right.
That's a murder. That's not.
Ooh, you right.
That's a murder. That is nothing else but a murder.
But different people like I celebrate Thanksgiving
We all grew up celebrating.
only because I
Thanksgiving.
to me Thanksgiving is just all my friends and family getting together and we just
You
eating
can do
a
that
lot of
on
food.
your birthday. You can do that
Right.
whenever you
We
want
can
to.
do that today.
Yeah. So just like you invited Precious over to watch the documentary, that could be Thanksgiving.
Right.
I just think what happens is Americans, we love and entertain by the lie.
Right.
The truth reveals itself in a matter where that hurts. So if you told somebody, hey man, we Thanksgiving dinner, what you bringing? Nothing. Why not? We celebrating a murder. Do you understand what that means? So if you talk to Native Americans, and they like, we don't fool with we don't even know who Christopher Columbus is. You know what I mean? So I just think that you have a huge ability to find out the truth when you become older, because remember, me and you was taught the same thing. All three of us was taught the same thing in
Same
school.
bullshit. Same
right?
bullshit.
So when you got older, you start
questioning.
self and then questioning others. The majority is like, oh, no. It's just what they call a tradition.
Right.
But it depends on, if you're from Jersey, I'm from Chicago, she's from Texas. Texas was the last state that freed the slaves. A lot of people don't know that. Texas was the last state that freed the slaves. Jersey is something totally different. It's the Garden State. But if you say, hey, I'm from Ivy Hill, I'm from Newark, I'm from such, you start naming those pockets, you be like, there's no gardens over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm from Chicago. It's a militant gangster city. And it has a huge amount of segregation in Chicago, Illinois. A lot of people don't know that. And Illinois is probably number 1 or number 2 in prisons. We have the most prisons in the state of Illinois.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
them
have
niggas
just
don't play. I
no
don't even
self.
want to visit, unless I go with Grady. I went out there and did a show with him. But nigga, it ain't like, let's go to Chicago, nigga. Fuck that.
They ain't gonna
Nigga-
bother.
Nah, I believe that. I'm just talking
They
shit.
gonna bother.
Niggas, I'm going to want to go. Let's go to the South Side, nigga. Let's go to the... No,
But 1994, Hillary really was, say the word again, what was it, little bro?
Super predators.
Super predators, and that was against us. So your cousins, my cousins,
your real family.
yo,
3 strike law.
she was like, we going after them, period. Men of color, not white boys.
Wow.
That's what she was about.
I knew I didn't like her. That she been looking old since she been here too. That's why Bill got his dick sucked. Cause she looked real old in the face. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted something
Yeah.
young on that
People don't
thing.
know that, yeah. So she targeted, when you just look at the 3 strikes came from her.
That's crazy.
She hate Donna, but she hate us too.
Yep.
I mean, just imagine in 2020. Just imagine there's people doing life in prison for weed.
And now they selling weed.
Just
And
think
now it's
about that.
recreational.
Wait, aren't a lot of them coming out now?
Nope.
Nope. They
No,
put
ma'am.
that bullshit
Even-
out there like Obama did what he could when he
Yep.
was there, but
Yeah, even if you are, like, how do you give somebody back 20 years?
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Unless you give them that retro.
Yeah, but
that
I mean,
retro pay, and they not doing
you
it.
But
missing
even that,
family,
Even
yeah,
then,
it's
kids.
still not
even
worth
then,
it.
you know how good you look 20 years ago compared to now? I mean, we black, we can still make it. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'll say to the cats that's incarcerated, they have probably the healthiest skin ever because they're away from the elements.
Is that what it is?
Wow.
That nasty swole that they eat, but they have the best skin. You be like, they aged,
Right,
but they
of
just
course.
look totally different because they incarcerated. So it's crazy. So whatever.
That's
So
crazy.
whatever. No, but that's real. And you know what else? Cause man, we on our podcast we was talking about it with Kamira. She was saying they really got that agenda set up for y'all, for niggas to go wrong in jail too. Cause she was like, you'll get in trouble for jacking off, but if you're in there fucking a nigga, they won't do shit. They want you to be fucked up. They want us out here
That makes
fucked up
sense.
and gay. Yeah, it makes sense, nigga. They like, don't
Yeah.
be straight. You in here to get turned the fuck out.
Oh my
With your
God.
tough, supposed to be man ass, we trying to demasculate all these men. Whether it's jail, whether it's Billy Porter, whether it's goddamn these kids wanting to be good, whatever it is, we just trying to take down the black man. And anybody we can
Yeah.
get on the boat to do it, it's cool.
And here's the thing: what I think that your listeners and everybody that's on their live, and stuff, you have to understand. How old was everybody going to your uncle, your dad, your great, you know what I'm saying, grandfather? When was they going to war? At 18.
For real, my dad was in Vietnam.
America is known to eat its young. period. So you have to understand their mental capacity of capitalism. It's not about community. It's about we need to make money. And corruption creates so much bread. It creates so much bread.
You're right. Corruption, sickness.
So let's say you two sisters, like she said, you have a 21-year-old, right?
He'll be 21
He'll
in
be
May.
okay. He'll be
Yeah.
21 in May, right? So then let's just say in Florida, there are certain communities, they don't let you and the baby father live together. They only want you and the child. So that means the young man has to fend for himself, which is what? The street, because daddy
And they
is
breaking
gone.
up that family because she
And
on
that's-
Section 8 and then
that's
she
set
can't have
by
nobody
design.
stay there.
That's
Even if
set
you're
by-
married or if you're not
Even
married.
if that's your nigga and the baby daddy, nigga, you can't do that shit.
They don't want you. They don't want that.
That's
So your baby is 20, he's 20. May what?
26.
May 26. So just imagine if you said, okay, me and his dad, you know what I mean? We're going to move to Florida. There are certain apartment complexes. There are certain situations. There are certain communities that don't allow that. They allow you and the child, not family.
Crazy.
So a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't read. That's all. They don't read.
I don't read a lot. I don't.
Niggas
I
know how
can't-
much a Birkin bag costs, but they don't even know what they fucking Bill of Rights is.
Man, that
So I stopped talking to dumb, mindless niggas.
Man. I don't read a lot, but I read. I'm
But
informed.
you, but
I'm
you
informed.
put it like this.
I be knowing, but
you
I don't have the
informed. That's
details.
enough.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
enough.
the
Yeah.
It's hard to fight and conversate when you don't have the. You know what I'm saying? I be like, I know what I'm talking about, fool. Like,
Okay. Well, let's say this. Let's say this, right? Let's make it to where it's the human aspect. We all up here trying to make our own wishes and dreams and skill sets to feed our families.
Right.
She's the only one up here that doesn't have children, but she's probably a beautiful aunt to
Yeah.
nieces and nephews,
Auntie Precious.
right? Auntie Precious, right? So,
Oh, we should make you a shirt.
right? You a parent. I'm a parent,
Right.
right? So here's the thing: when we come here, when we look at the whole mantra of Hollywood entertainment, then you say, "Oh crap, these people are liars."
Right.
So all of us migrate here, trying to get to the star. And they like, we're only picking a few of you.
Man.
Right.
So what opened up the floodgates is social media,
Yep.
right? So social media opened up the floodgates, and now you don't even need them no more. But guess what? You have 100 years, damn near, of everybody still saying, somebody gonna give me a deal. Somebody gonna discover me. You know what I mean? So just think about it like that and play life from that.
And that social media is good in that way because you can build your own base and you know what I'm saying, have
Right.
your own little clan
Yeah.
that forever fuck with you, whether these people decide to or not. Since you ain't good enough for them, you know what I'm saying, or don't fit
Yeah.
they mold. Since they so used to throwing non-stars in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, and trying to force these non-stars on us, throwing them up on these billboards and all that dumbass shit for these non-stars, where y'all looking over the people that you know is the real winners, but you know it's nothing, cause shit.
nigga
Nowhere.
said non-stars.
It won't work, bitch, nigga. All these non-stars, fool, they keep forcing them on us. They're not funny. We can't make it through they shit. You know what I'm saying? But then you a hater if you say that. Man, fuck these niggas. I said what I said. You niggas is non-stars. Put all you whack-ass niggas together, you still ain't shit, fool. And niggas out here acting like that. Fool, fuck these niggas, fool.
Oh,
They don't want the truth.
I was trying not to curse.
You can totally curse.
Like, fuck these niggas. Shit. Niggas ain't even been knowing me 6 months now. Help me, my nigga. I've been knowing a nigga. Fuck these niggas.
And listen, you know what's so strange though? That's how she feel. Like insecure people be offended by that, right? People that kind of know like there's some truth. Like you're a mother,
Yes.
so you know. I have 3 boys. I have 3 sons, right?
have
My
2.
oldest is 20, 24. My middle is 21. My baby is 18.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's some good
they're
ages
all
for them
grown.
kids,
So
ain't
yeah.
it?
So here's the thing. I know the same thing you know about raising boys.
Right.
But here's the difference. I don't know nothing about being a woman.
Right.
So once you know, the first thing you do is ask questions. Most people don't want help. So when she say they trash, right? They what you call them?
Stars.
Non-stars, right?
Shit.
When you merge that with preparation, really, do you have the gift? Then if you say to somebody that don't have it, all of a sudden now you know how to babysit, and you don't have a child,
How
or
the
be
fuck?
around them, or
Yeah.
be around the baby. You know
How
what I
the
mean?
fuck I'ma know? I ain't got no goddamn. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you understood your nieces and nephew had to have diapers.
Right.
Like most men don't even know what a trimester is. Right? And I don't get mad at brothers if they don't know. They're like, well, man, my girl getting mad at me, man. Now, what I look like, if I ain't never had children, then why am I telling him what to do? Man, just go ahead. No, I was like, listen, 1 to 3 months, she gonna be, okay.
Yeah.
4 to 6, she's gonna start to be emotional. That's when her cravings really start to grow. Then she be like, she just want pickles and pizza bread sticks. You be like, man, I don't got enough money. Well, you better learn how to make it, because you was laying on top of it, right? You know what I mean? So it's a way to do things. It's just, finding. That's what she's saying. To me, that's what it sounds like to me. She's saying they're pushing bullshit.
Yeah. And everybody like, yeah, they just stood. Then you can't watch them do shit.
Can't watch 'em.
Nigga. Trash ass niggas. But okay. Keep pushing your agenda, nigga, on the world. The world know when the shit is real or not. You know what I'm saying? The world can see it, nigga. It don't matter. You can dress it up all you want to, fool. The world knows.
It's crazy, man. Precious. I love you, nigga. Yo, this motherfucker crazy. God, dog.
Shit. Anyway, shit. What else we talking about? Me, huh?
How did you feel about? Did you talk about the Deion shit with the?
Yeah, we just talked about that yesterday as well. It's a no for me. Trash. Deion Cole with them bell bottoms.
Yeah, with the bell bottom. Yeah.
Nigga.
Wait, what happened?
I missed it.
Oh, y'all didn't see the picture? Look up Deion Cole, nigga, on some red carpet. I'm like, these niggas just slowly but surely.
Because my fans was like, yo, why you do a video on him with the hussy wear? So I'm like, well.
That's your partner.
Well, here's the thing. 2 things is that, yeah, he's from the crib, right?
You said bell bottoms?
Nigga.
But the bell bottom true bell bottom start from the ankles. Well, really, where the calves at.
I don't give a
underneath the
fuck
shin.
where they start from. Did
His
nobody
was by
wear
the
them since the
knees.
Temptations and them nigga back
the
then.
knees,
And any
yeah.
nigga got on some shit tight around your thighs, then getting loose at the bottom. Nigga, you got on some fleur. Remember when we about the fleur jeans? You straight got on the fleurs, my nigga. And I don't care who you is. That shit was a no for me. That was trash can juice, nigga.
Now,
That was not a fashion
let's say this.
statement
Now, let's say this.
to me.
Deion been that way. Nobody really knows that except Chicago niggas that know him. He been dressing like that. That ain't nothing new to us. It's just when people was like, social media give chumps a voice. Because most people that are dissing that dude, if they ever met the man, they'll be like, I want to take a picture with him. It's just like when you
I met him. When I first met him, I took a picture with him. Deion Cole funny as hell, but he also had on jeans and a leather jacket, fool. But it don't matter what he had on.
Yeah.
I respect your talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
So
are they,
me
so they're
one
saying he's gay because he wore
Yeah,
that?
people was
I don't-
saying he was gay.
I didn't read all that, and I heard
Yeah.
he had a response. I didn't even see his response. I just saw the picture and was like, okay, my G.
The
can do-
men, them cats that know him, we was like, man, get that bullshit out.
Right.
So
Cause
I
they
get what
know.
you're saying.
Right.
But then if you don't, that's what I'm saying. But the world don't know you, you know?
Yeah.
I did a rant about Trump that I did for Out There Digital. Nigga, they came for me. You know,
Are you
hard.
serious?
Hell yeah. I had never, been in those. You know, I always talk my shit, but on that rant, nigga, it went up. Like, people came, nigga, for my head. Food.
White folk?
Hell yeah.
For real?
For real, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So social media, it is what it is. But like, if you know who you are and you said what you mean, then oh well. If I see Deion Cole, I ain't gonna be mean to him. I ain't gonna be like, what was that
Nah.
bullshit you had on, nigga?
Yeah.
Nah, but it's still, that outfit was a no for me. I'm sure a lot of my shit is a no for him. I ain't your type. It's cool.
That's hilarious.
Nigga, I don't like that
But
shit.
so do you think, so let me ask y'all this, because y'all women, I'll say this. I ain't gonna say it.
If
I'll
you
ask
wear
this
some
question.
bell bottoms, great, it's a rap, fool. I don't give a fuck. Like,
But
you
that
been
doesn't
my
mean
G.
you're gay,
You
though.
an alpha male. You been my G since I met you. You done took me on the road with you and did all this shit, fool. But if you come out with some shit like that on, fool, I'm
That's
forever
real.
have
No,
to
no,
be like,
that's
G-
real. Yeah,
say,
what you doing?
Say, fool.
Yeah.
Say, fool. What drug is that, fool? What's up? Nigga, cause that's...
who paid you to put that bullshit?
Yeah, nigga. Is it billions you getting on the
Yeah,
table
yeah,
or what?
Yeah.
Nigga?
Yeah.
What the-
So let me ask y'all this, because y'all women. So let me say this. When is it time for y'all to say that what we do is enough? because I see a lot of dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They be like, oh, these sisters she don't want this, she don't want no good man. Do y'all really like good men, or do you like men that you going to have to chase? You don't have to raise them now. We didn't say you raising them. But is the good guy boring?
Yep.
I mean, it depends on what kind of good guy we're talking about. Like,
Okay. Oh, shit, I don't know how many good guys it is.
No.
Like, is he a good guy and aggressive?
He don't break the law. He don't break the law.
I mean, don't break the law. That's a
Oh,
good
that's
thing.
cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good guy.
I'm okay
But
with
we
that.
want someone, I mean, that's going to be aggressive, though. Like, not like a goody-goody, like...
See, what it is
I don't know.
that
You want him to put you in your place?
exactly
Yes.
great.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
Okay, I'm
I
just
need to
asking.
be
Be
a little
aggressive.
bit. No matter how tough I may seem, I need to be a little scared of you, fool.
Yes.
Like I need
I
to
agree.
be. Like I know if you say
That's
one thing, like
crazy.
all right, fool, like Precious, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, let me get my, cause nigga he run this shit. Like I know I talk my shit, but I need that nigga to just like I always been scared of my pop. You know, like
Yeah.
it's my pop's presence.
And you
in
want
the
to feel
crib,
protected.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to feel like you're the protector. Like,
Right.
you
Of
want that man
course.
to be the protector.
And even my fan, like we didn't get beat and shit, but it's just my daddy presence. I knew he was a man. Fool, certain shit you don't do. You come
No.
around, you get nervous. You know, you
Yeah.
just shit. You don't do shit around daddy or
Yeah.
brother. Or like if you been around real men, then you understand and like you only respect shit that you seen the real men around you do. You know what I'm saying?
So let's say this, because y'all again, y'all make y'all own decisions now. Do y'all think sisters take it too far with saying we don't need a man, right? Because if I make the bread, like you say, you have a business, so
Yeah.
you have two businesses.
Right.
You have the show, and then you have what's the other one?
My boutique.
Boutique. Okay, so you have a boutique, so that means you have to deal with different people,
Right.
different women in their payment situations, whether they like, do you got layaway? And you like, well, baby, layaway been out
Right.
30 years ago, so we
I ain't doing
need you to
layaway.
do something. Precious, same thing with you, right? So do y'all think that the sisters that impute that type of energy, well, you don't need a man once you start making the bread, how do you then make a family or want a family, even though she's about her career? Family is second. So do you think, how do y'all chastise those women? Because y'all both said, we want the man to be a man. You
Right.
said, we want to feel protected.
Right.
Precious said, look, I need to feel your presence.
I need to.
So are they wrong? Not going to say they wrong, but do you feel that they, like, that's too much? Because the money, the man is giving you the money. Ain't no woman got a bank that put all, it ain't been a boardroom. I could be lying. There's not been a board of directors where it's 20 women say we all putting up $1 million of our own bread.
Right.
Because y'all still going to need demand for everything you do.
Right. You right. And I
No?
think the independent shit has gone too far. You know I talk about it in my shit. It done went too far. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of being independent, fool. It's not cool to be out here like, oh, dude, it's not cool at all.
at you, but
You know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
not,
I
No,
love
not
you,
really.
nigga.
Wait,
I
but
love
maybe
you.
not
Not
be
for real.
independent, but I mean, I know I want to feel protected, but I also don't want to feel like I need you or I can't do anything without you. Like,
Yeah,
I
nobody
don't
want to
wanna
feel like
way
that, but
either.
at the same time, fool, fuck all that. I live in California, fool. I need help. You know what I'm saying? I am
We all
sick
do.
of these independent bitches scrolling around like life is easy out here. It's not.
Now
No,
what if
it's
what if Vice give you guys a show? Now Precious, they saying here's you and Shelly has 150 an episode. Oh shit! You don't care about these niggas.
No,
You don't care
no,
about
I
these
still
niggas.
want some dick. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's
But
dick.
And
No,
you,
that
and you
ain't
still
got.
want him to contribute to the bills and take care of you.
yeah, you still got to take care. But that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to know yourself, know your worth, nigga. Like we ain't even starting at the bottom, nigga. I ain't trying to build with these niggas. You got to be doing better than me. Shit, off T.O.P. This ain't finna be, we started together, we came up. Nigga, I'm too old for that shit.
Right.
Deep in my 30s,
We ain't
nigga.
gonna be no
We
sugar
need to-
mamas.
Nigga. Hey, if I'm getting 150, that nigga the goddamn CEO. That nigga own the whole shit, nigga. We,
Man, y'all rough. Y'all rough as shit.
I got high hopes. I got dreams bigger than San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I got,
So let's say this. So if we making bread, right? What happened to companionship? Because one of my viewers just said, "What about companionship?"
oh, I love real companionship.
Now, let's say because you just said, remember, I said, Precious, 150 an episode, Shelly, 150 an episode. You gonna pay whoever your rep is. You gonna pay Uncle Sam.
Of course.
Then you gonna take care of your crib. I mean, you gonna take
Yeah.
care. Now, the first thing you just said, I need that nigga to take care of the bills. He needs to contribute, right?
Yes.
Now, even though you can do it yourself, I'm not saying I'm not
Go
rooting
ahead.
for you, and I'm
No,
not
go
rooting
ahead.
for them.
Yeah, you saying though.
But
Even though.
the whole perspective is there's no together. Because you said, nigga, I ain't trying to build with you.
Nah, I'm saying I'm not trying to build our whole life. Like, I used to fuck with niggas who didn't have no car and selling crack, and we riding around in my car. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Nigga making these moves. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not building with you like, nigga, I mean, he got potential. That nigga, he is kind of funny, but he ain't been in the game. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not starting with a beginner comic, so I'm just not doing that. I'm just,
I get it.
you know, so it's not saying I don't want to build. Like, we come together. Yeah, we a unit. Let's build together.
So
but
how long you been in press?
we can't start from zero, nigga. This year I've been serious. Oh, next month, huh? April.
How long?
6 years. It'll be 6 years.
So if a comic 8 years in, and he really is, you know, he digs your vibe, and he's like, look, I saw you said you want some dick. I got that. I work out. I take care of my mama. I don't got no outside kids. I don't have no kids, but I want to fuck with you.
Wait, what is taking care of your mama? Is that like I live with her? She
That's
lives with
major to me.
me?
I need
I
to
take
know
care
your
of my mama.
relationship.
Right.
I take care of my mama.
I need to know that.
I need to. I
Like,
take
do
care
y'all
of my
live
mama.
together?
No, she live in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. But if she did live, if she did, right? If he said my mom would stay upstairs, or well, not upstairs, she stay on the main floor and we stay upstairs.
Right.
And he come at Precious like, look, I heard what you've been saying, and I'm funny, right? Because you know comics, we ain't fucking nobody that ain't funny.
We can't.
We can't. It's contagious.
For real.
If he funny, the broad better be funny. If she not funny, he better be funny.
Oh, it's a big mismatch.
It's a
And
big-
everybody
I
can
swear to
see
God,
it.
right?
Like, ooh, what is this?
So now, if he said, Precious, everything you claim you want, how long do you want to go? I mean, how often you want to go back to Oak Cliff? You say, nigga, I want to go home 4 times a year. He say, bet I got that. You need the rent? Got that. You need other stuff that you need with your shirts and all that. What that dick do? You like, the dick does this. I'm going to send your ass back home. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take all this. But he 8 years in. What do you do then?
I believe 8 years is still more than me. You know what I'm saying? That's still more than me. I'm just now finna be 6. So,
Okay.
and depending on the moves you done made, like it's people who make major moves in them small amount of years, you know?
Yeah.
And people that don't. So, I don't know. And then ultimately, I'm saying all this, but then you don't know what the fuck you gonna end up liking. You know, you can
Right.
say all that. And
Yeah,
I like
believe
this
you.
dude and this type, and then it'll be a dude that's straight up my type, and I don't got shit to talk about with this nigga. Then come this short ass stocking nigga, and we just laughing, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the little nigga I like for when he trying to like him. So,
Right.
I mean, I just know now you are in control of your shit. So no matter what you like, you make sure that it's up to some kind of, I can like you and we can vibe. But if you got all this baggage, I can't carry that.
Talk that.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
talk that, G.
I
Talk that.
can't. Like, your kid's grown. That would work, nigga. But if your kids are fucking 9, 13, and 17, nigga, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be nobody's stepmama, fool. I ain't trying to go out and kick it with you and take pictures and do none of that shit. If we have one, we have one. But I'm not finna act like that's my life. Ain't never been like, let me get this family popping.
What if you fell in love with him?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's
If
why the
I
sister
find-
said,
that's
where's the compassion?
If I fall in love with him, I love is love. I fall in love with my man want one baby, I push out one. Well, I get it cut out. You know what I'm saying? I would C-section one baby for you, nigga. If we really in love, I would do that for you. But
I'm saying, but you might meet someone, fall in love with them, and then they just happen to have 2 kids, 3 kids.
okay, that's cool. We'll be cool, nigga. Where they live? They in the same state as me, or what? Cause I shoot them some gifts and shit. Like I look out like.
Now, the
You're
crazy
hilarious.
thing is, she's being honest.
Yeah,
That's the weirdest. I ain't gonna say weird, but that's a rarity.
right.
She basically said, "I'm not." So any dude that's watching, Precious said, "Do not come up to her after the show if you got a 17,
9.
9, and what was the other 7? What was it?
One dude want to come visit me, telling me I can't bring my daughters because I raised all my daughters. There's 3 of them. Fuck no, you can't, nigga. Ain't that
You gotta
many
give him
of 'em.
props. He's raising his 3 daughters.
I don't
Not
give a
many
you
men
don't see
take
you don't
care of
get
the
props for
kids.
doing what you supposed to do.
I mean, I know,
You ain't
but
finna bring them goddamn kids to my crib.
I
Fuck
get
wrong
it.
with you?
But I have 2 baby dads, and
nigga,
they don't
we
take
ain't
care of the
talking no
kids.
more. Fuck that shit.
my husband takes care of them. So
Deal breakers, nigga. Certain shit deal breakers. Fool, I ain't fucking no little kids and tending to them and playing and cooking and doing all this shit. Let's go do what the fuck we got to do.
That's my nigga.
but you do realize the older you
She
get,
don't give
the,
a shit.
the higher chances that the guy's gonna have a kid.
Yeah, that's cool. And I'm sure the higher chance they gonna be grown. Nigga, you know how old we are?
Yeah.
Oh my dude, J.E. Lee just said, oh my God. She said, I like men with grown children and the mom is already dead.
Straight up, nigga, that's
Damn.
real talk.
That's
nigga.
a little harsh.
And that's real. I ain't trying to deal with these bitches, fool. These kids be 15. You like, he still love me. She hating, bitch. Fuck, get your baby mama ass up out of here, nigga. Sick of this shit.
That's what we missing though.
We need no
But not
extra
all baby
stress.
mamas are like that.
No, I'm saying that we missing truth. That's it. We just missing truth. So she just basically said, this is what I'm not tolerating.
Right.
So you even said it, but you ain't gonna say it like her, but you saying the same shit. You like, yeah, but I'm already, come on.
I'm
already,
nicer.
right?
No.
You're like,
Whereas
nah, I don't really know,
sugarcoat
right? I don't really know.
Well, I'm like, fuck
right?
that. It's a no, nigga.
But I'm very like,
You can
before
tell.
I met my husband, I talk like I'm crazy, I'm jealous, like this is what you're coming
Hell
into.
no.
Like
Wait a
I let
minute.
him know up front. So don't come to me later like, oh, you crazy or you too jealous or why are you doing? No, I told you this in the beginning.
Wait. You jealous and crazy?
Oh, heck yeah.
Explain that out.
I'm
Just for me, just
totally-
for,
I'm just,
go, I'm
I'm
getting it.
just a jealous person. Like not even just with guys. Like if me and Precious are BFFs and I introduce her to my other homegirl and they become BFFs, like I'll get a little jealous. Like hold up, like
Wow. I ain't
I
never
mean,
heard
but
that.
it is. But I mean, I'm
That's
being
you,
honest.
though.
That's just what it is.
So are
yeah.
you crazy jealous in a relationship, G?
I mean,
With your husband. So he be like, so I done gave, do you have he raised your other,
my 2 kids, yeah.
okay. So your crazy ass, this is what he thinking. I don't know
right.
you, G. I'm
No, I
just
know.
meeting today. And he say, yo, this motherfucker crazy.
Right, I am.
And then, so crazy, like what, foam at the mouth crazy? Or like knock
holes
on the
in
door?
the wall, crazy. Like I take a hammer and smash the table, crazy. Like I'm crazy.
Like fight.
You been around white girls. You grew up with white girls?
Yeah, I was adopted by white people. I
Oh,
grew up with white
that's
people.
why. Oh, shit. Okay, you all right.
You
Ain't
ain't
nothing
putting
wrong
it
with
Grew up
you.
in a white town.
You
white
okay.
people.
You all right. You okay.
But I will say, since I've married my husband, as y'all know, going on 14 years,
Black
I
guy?
want to say like the past 5 years, I haven't really been that aggressive. Like I've calmed, like he's calmed me down.
Want me to tell you why? Because he not playing. No, I'm going to tell you about us. We have a gene in us. We have a peaceful gene behind the medulla oblongata. I forget what it's a gland. Black people are very peaceful people. Swear to God.
When you
Just
get
not
to
me.
No, we are though. We are though.
No, we really are.
It's a gland behind the I don't it's not the medulla. Anyway, Google the motherfucker and
There's
then
a
you'll see.
gland back there,
Yeah.
fool, and it's like we peaceful.
Yeah, we peaceful. So he probably was just like, look, you all right?
But he's also not. He doesn't like to fight, which irritates the crap out of me. Like
No,
I
but he
like,
dangerous
I like to
though.
Fight.
No, he'll fight. He got to
But
know
he doesn't
when.
like to argue. Like he doesn't like he's just like I'm not feeding into like I'm not. Gonna
And
go
then
back
it make
forth
you
with
feel
And it makes
stupid,
me even more
'cause you
angry.
do-
That I'm just like.
Now, see, I'm a Taurus, right? I'm not gonna argue with you.
See, that drives me. That makes me even more angry.
I'm gonna give you the look like you all right, and then I want the room quiet.
But in my brain, I'm thinking you don't care. So now you don't give a fuck. So now I'm like even more angry.
And then I'm gonna say, "You done?" And then
That
walk
would
out the
enrage
room.
me.
And
That
then
would
say,
enrage me.
and then
I
be
would
like, "Come on,
chase
let's go
after
watch.
you
Let's go
and
watch
snatch
TV.
your
Come on,
watch or
let's go.
something. No.
Sit your ass down. Let's watch this TV. Shut the hell up, right? That's what's supposed to happen. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's why you've been around 14 years, because he was like, okay, he figured out, like, all right, you
Right.
through? So he just don't say it. He just look at you, break the table with the hammer. Matter of fact, here's the hammer. Break the table, because you have a routine.
Right. But I'll
But
tell you
it's-
what broke that routine too, because he, in the beginning he used to like if I smashed something up, he would clean it up, and then at one point he got hip to it and was like, "I'm not cleaning that shit up. Like you're gonna clean it up." And once I had to clean it up,
You
I
was like, I'm gonna
"Fuck
quit doing
that."
this dumb
right,
ass
like, I don't
shit.
want to figure like this is a lot of work.
Oh my God, you a Taurus? I didn't know that. I'm a Virgo. Like I don't like to argue. I really like to be cool and calm. But when I do pop off, I cut to the core, nigga. Like niggas don't want to be my friend no more. Niggas hate a bitch when I say it was in my heart. But I let you go, nigga. Live your life, nigga. Big up. But I cut a nigga one line. Doop doop. I cut him at the
And a
beat.
woman's mouth can cut any man's throat.
And when you
Yeah.
can cut them without cussing too, like I cut you without, I cuss a lot, but I can cut you and if I care about you, I'm gonna cut you without cussing, cause I'm gonna let you know.
I think
Right.
if we
You know.
learn how to not use physical, because I've seen a couple, we all grew up in neighborhoods where we've been around people that was like, he beat on that girl and he couldn't cuss her out, or not just give her a look and be like, I'll be back. Like I don't care about you like that to where I'm going to jail and I'm gonna slap the taste out your mouth. I don't like you like that.
Right. It gets
That mean
different.
I care too much about you. If I gotta smack you, I'm all the way in. I ain't gonna never be all the way in. I'm gonna be 80,
For real.
but not a buck though. I'm like, I don't like you like that.
That
You
shit
chew
ain't
loud. I don't like you like that.
I be feeling shit ain't that goddamn right, nigga. I like you, but not like have your baby like you. Like, nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. I don't care. And we was engaged, nigga. That was my nigga.
I guess all mine like me because they was like, yep.
Yeah, these bitches can't wait to do that shit, nigga. All my niggas wanted it. I'm like, nope. Nigga, let's think this through, nigga.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Say, folks. My friends my hustle, well, nigga, I'm dying.
Oh, tell them I said what up. Tell them I said what up. They saying how to y'all. They like, yo, where them other two at? Who them women?
What's up, y'all? No husband on these hoes.
Is there any deal breakers for you?
Deal breaker.
He talking to you, Precious.
I'm talking to you.
Only deal breaker that
I know you said the baby thing, but other than that, like if he ain't got no kids.
no, I mean, even if, it's cool. I'm just talking shit, y'all. Shoot your shot, okay? You see how it turn
What's the
out.
one thing you can't overlook? It's a no-go.
The no-go for sure. But I wouldn't even know unless you told me. But if you ever fool with a man, I can't go.
No, that's the no-go.
That's the no-go.
get it.
All right, fellas.
If the dick you want in my mouth been in a dookie shoot, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's a no-go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
That's all I'm saying.
So you can't be
fool.
fluid.
Shelly, what's the one deal breaker?
I mean, that would definitely be a deal breaker.
Besides that,
We can't be married, obviously.
Oh, that ain't no deal breaker, nigga. We can
No,
get this
because
shit-
some girls will still be with you if you're married.
Ooh, that's just not that crazy.
That's
Because I'm a jealous one, and there can only be one.
That's funny.
Girl, that's what we like to think, don't we?
Dookie shoot.
Grady, what's the one thing you ain't overlooking?
The one I'm not overlooking.
Yeah, you can't
Deal
overlook
breaker.
It's a no-go.
You talk too much.
Damn.
Hey, that lady, shut up,
I
ladies.
feel like that could be like everybody.
No. You let me be claro. Let me say this. If there's a situation that we need to discuss, and you come to me, I come up with a solution. You still don't really like the solution. You still trying to figure out whatever it is you thinking on your own
Preach.
because you want me to go by
Be quiet.
what you're dealing with, right? Or
Preach.
how you feel. So me being a male and a man, and I'm a son first. So I seen how my dad did my mom, right? But that doesn't mean that the woman that I choose, she's not my mother, right? So this is not a traditional thing. This is a conditional thing.
Okay.
So now, if I'm going to sit up here and I come up and say, well, let's do it this way, that should be the end up. Because you coming to me like, well, babe, what you think?
Preach.
So if you say you want it black and brown, I say, okay, well, cool. But if this doesn't work, then this is what the situation is. Let's do another earth tone. How about that? And then you still say, well, I think there's about a second choice that I
Preach.
give you. After that, you really don't like what I'm saying. So now I'm going to tell you, do it your way. But I'm not about to say another word to you. That's what's supposed to happen. So I don't deal with talkative women. If you come to me with it and I really assess what the situation, first of all, I call it the triple A's. I analyze it, I assess the situation, and I act on it. That is it. And I want it quiet.
See, see, he one of them. See,
So, but
he
so if she
crazy.
doesn't agree with you.
He crazy as fuck. You hear that?
Right, but
and I want it quiet.
But wait, so
And then I just say, no. I'm like, this nigga crazy as hell, fool.
No, but you know if
she
the
doesn't
idea
agree with you, then that's a problem.
No. Hold on. Disagreeing is not like if you could say I don't like that. Okay, cool. Then you heard me say, well, you handle it. People didn't hear me say that. You handle it.
But why not come up with another solution?
I said I gave you two. You didn't like it. Then I said you handle it. Remember what I just said to him? See that all that talking you just did? See that?
Listen,
Right?
I agree. Listen, Grady. I just
like
had
Shelly. Shelly cool.
this conversation the other day.
Uh-huh.
I agree 110%. I think it's because for men, we're problem solvers. That's
I
our
swear to
nature.
God
That's
we
our
are.
nature.
But we
Yes.
don't always want you to solve our problems.
Okay,
That's the other problem.
But then don't bring it to me because that's my nature. If you bring it to me, my nature is to fix it. If you don't want to fix, you got to talk to Precious about it. Then
But if they're your spouse or your mate, you want
don't. I don't want. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Because I might just come home and
Men don't want to talk that much, fool. They just
I know,
don't.
but if you're married and you come home and hey, how was your day? Oh, my day, was crappy. The camera was out of focus. But I'm just telling you, I'm not asking you to solve the problem. But then you're like, okay, well, let's go to Best Buy and we can find this camera. And it's just like, wait, no, I'm not asking you to help me. I'm just explaining like this is how my
Yeah,
day
that's
went.
different. Yeah, that's different. That's totally different. Yeah, I understand that.
But even if it ain't a problem, sometimes dude, y'all just don't want to hear us talk.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know
wanna
what
hear
I'm
that
saying?
no. Let
No,
me
for
say,
real.
I'll
Listen, you want sex? You got to listen to us talk.
No, if I listen to you, here's the difference. Any man will listen to any woman he's really into. If that nigga is not into you, remember, it's the little shit. It's never the big shit.
Yeah.
If he don't want to listen to you, he don't fuck with you.
Yep, you sure right.
So if Precious say, nigga, I'm smoking Fonto leaves and I got the zigzags, and the man is in there playing the game, and he frying fish because he know Precious like this week she's pescatarian, right? So now he says, okay, and he's just sauteing the fish, he's putting the veggies and rice and all that, and then he's listening. But she wants him to make a decision. Do you listen or you continue cooking? So what should he do? Turn off all the eyes and just turn around and say, okay, Precious, go ahead, mom.
Nah, multitask, my nigga.
Or
Right.
or you say, hey, babe, I'm cooking and I really want to focus on what you're saying. So let's talk about this during dinner or after dinner.
I realize.
Okay,
I realize.
that's cool. That's cool. It's always the little shit, though.
I
Always
realize
remember that.
my problem is communication. We ain't gonna talk about that shit like that. It's not gonna go that way.
Thank you,
You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be my issue. You
That's
know
my
what I'm
nigga.
saying?
That's why I
That you
love her.
understand this communication.
Thank you, Precious.
You know?
Precious is a gorilla,
It
man.
was just me and my brother, y'all. So even when I call him now, I can have exciting news, and that nigga still got the same tone like
Right.
you, cause nigga, that's just niggas. But I know he happy for me. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we
saying?
can't-
But he can't be like, bitch, what? That? Nah, he just like, fuck, that's what's up, fool. You know?
That's what he supposed
That's
to do.
exactly.
He's supposed to do that. He be like, yeah, my little
Like-
sister doing her shit. That's it.
Nothing, fool. Like that nigga so monotone. But I know he fuck with me.
All
but
day.
That's my bro. And then regardless if he don't never get no emotion, nigga, I'm still gonna come with the same shit.
be like, yeah,
We've been
yeah.
locked in. That's what that is.
And remember, the relationship is always gonna be balanced. Somebody gonna be top, somebody gonna be bottom.
But that should be crazy because it's just crazy because you want people to be in, you want so much out of people, but you got to stop expecting you out of people and just let people be
Yeah.
who they are and accept them for that, fool. If you want to. If not, fuck them.
Yeah.
Wait,
or
big-
don't tell them shit.
Exactly.
Don't tell them.
Because you know how they reaction. You know,
Yeah.
some people you don't even tell them because you know how they.
Yeah.
Gonna respond.
Yeah.
Well, Big Nice said his deal breaker is hot breath and rough hands.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. Big hot breath and rough hands.
Okay.
That is a
Big
problem.
Nice is a man, so I'm assuming he's talking about the girl.
I
hot breath.
agree
Big
with
Nice,
you,
your
bro.
deal breaker. Why your name Big Nice? Big friendly ass nigga. Shit. What you? No, just.
He probably a gorilla.
But you don't want no rough hands. But you a big nice. You a big soft ass nigga? Nah, that's cool. Big Nice.
Well, I
But
guess girls shouldn't have rough hands.
we shouldn't. But shit.
There's some women out here but you know what though? You have to understand.
That's the first time I seen you without nails.
I know
Now
I got
think about
press-ons
it.
in the car because we got to go take these pictures in a minute, nigga. I'm finna foul throwing these press-ons.
The crazy thing is, people are not taught. What's the word? Upkeep.
Ooh.
You're not taught upkeep. After mama, if you have a dope mother
Yeah,
that
who
has
wa-
the baby Johnson and
Yeah.
baby oil and
Wash
wash your ass and all that old good stuff.
Mhm.
But then once you become a certain age, mama is not as hands on.
Yeah.
Mother might be like, all right, you 7, run your own bath water.
Not
Yeah.
me.
Keep that
Now,
same
see.
water and let your
Right?
I'm a control freak.
Right?
No, but you're right, and that's where the disconnect is too. A lot of people don't properly know how to clean their damn self,
Yeah.
and was not taught because you just used to hey, nobody want to take no bath. You rushing through the shower. They like, did you, nigga? Let me smell you. You know what I'm saying? Did you even do anything? And so,
But some teens, like, they don't want to hear it. If I'm like, when I tell my son, I'm like, dude, did you do your hair today? Yes, I did my hair, Mom. You're old. You don't understand. Like, no, I understand. Like, you need to go back in the shower and go wash your head. Like, no.
She said, go wash your head.
But if
Nigga,
no
that's
girls at
hilarious.
school say anything, then he's good. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, that's not good. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Let me see how long it's gonna take me to get across town for.
Shout out to Rio while you talking about him. Shout out to the
I
homie.
do. I'm talking about Rio. Dude, Rio is hilarious. So he got his
That's
own
your
little.
son now?
Yes. So he got his little clippers. You know, it's the clippers menus.
Liners.
I don't know. Shave your head, face, whatever.
Clippers, yeah.
Clippers, yeah.
Yeah.
So he decided, I don't know what. He needed a haircut and didn't tell us that he wanted to get a shape because we're always like, let us know when you want to go because it's not our job anymore to be like, hey, let's go get your shape up. He freaking shaves the back of his head, but then he
Plugged
shaved it,
it.
but it wound up here, like literally. So half the back of his head looked jacked.
He tried to cut his own hair.
Yes, and
man.
we were like, what? He's like, well, I needed a haircut. Well, did you ask us? Did you tell us? Like we would have
He's a
taken
man.
you.
Yeah, he's good.
Does he work?
No, he's 15, girl.
What's his name again?
Oh,
Rio.
Shout out to Rio. He a man. He said, you know what? I'm not waiting on nobody. I don't care if don't nobody like my haircut. I did it anyway.
oh
It
shit.
grew back now, but
Right?
we
It
were
grew back because it's just
dying.
hair.
It was funny though.
Right? It was just hair. And he knows. He's like, hey, man, I don't really care. Mama got me, right? Long as, and that's his dad, right?
No,
That's not his, okay.
Ain't that one of them? No, right.
no, I have no kids with my husband. No biological kids.
Let me tell you something. Dude like you.
He do.
It ain't about love no more. That man like
He
you.
really like you, girl.
Ain't no
because-
And he
man
loves
or
kids,
no
too.
woman is gonna sit up here and tolerate.
Nobody else kid.
Nobody
I'm talking about
else's
even your
children.
own family. Like,
Swear
say,
to
Right.
God.
I get to
You're
holler at my
right.
brother kids when I'm at the crib. Hey, y'all gotta come. God damn it, mama. I know you the great nigga, big mama. You better tell these little niggas it's too loud now.
And he had to
now.
deal with 2 crazy baby dads. It wasn't 1, it was 2.
Don't give a fuck. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
shit.
I'm not used to it sounding like a zoo, nigga. God damn. Now,
Nigga, yeah.
but I gotta get out of here, y'all. Y'all gonna hold down these last 20 minutes for me, cause I gotta.
Is there traffic?
Nigga, it's gonna take me an hour. And
An
it's-
hour?
Yeah, just get downtown.
Okay.
We gonna cook. We gonna eat. We gonna.
All right.
Oh, we gonna eat.
We'll take a quick break.
Okay.
You guys want to keep going, or are we gonna end it?
No,
Y'all can go for a minute. It's only 20.
Man, it's your show. I'm here.
Yeah, we can
as a
take a
guest.
quick. I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, you can. Yeah. Let them finish. Shelly can
Okay.
do it.
Let's do it.
You can do it.
Let's do
I
it.
love y'all. I will be back next Tuesday. We got
Yes,
some
St.
shit
Patty's
poppin',
Day. Ooh,
and
ooh.
I'm gonna let y'all in on it soon. But right now, I just look like a trifling nigga. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
Man,
But
tired
real.
of you.
It's your boy Speedy,
And Shelly Rio,
and we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam, where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd, leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast.
is Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you. Are we on?
Just about ready to go back. Whenever you're ready, Shelly.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Hey guys, what's up? We're back with Happy Hour with Precious and Shelly Rio. Precious had to leave though because she has a photo shoot, but I'm here with Mr. Grady.
What's up, Shelly?
What is up? Dude, I just literally was just looking on Media Takeout and I'm like, what the heck? This says that Adrienne Ballon from the Real talk show?
The talk show with Lonnie Love now.
She doesn't wash her hands when she uses the bathroom. That's disgusting. Like, why would you even let people know that?
Okay, can I interject, Mama? People do anything to stay remembered.
I don't know. She's like being serious. She said if she's home, she doesn't want, like, what's the point? Like, what's the point?
Remember, bad publicity is good publicity.
That's true.
So it's just she could say. You got to remember everything we do in social media. It's sensationalized.
I guess.
So come on, right? So she got you talking about the shit, right?
Because that's just disgusting.
And then these people done put it out there. Now, if she wasn't on the real, do you think people would be paying attention to her? Exactly.
Probably not. But
Right?
I did see something that says that most men don't wash their hands after the bathroom. Is that true, guys?
Get the fuck out.
Nah,
There's two of you here.
Nah, not at all.
I would be a diva then if that's the case, because I get manicures and all pedicures and all that shit. So what? I'm not.
That's funny.
I listen to that bullshit.
Well, you know that in the 14th century, back in the medieval days, they didn't use running water at all.
At all.
They didn't wash their hands
It's
at
true.
all.
What?
So they would wash their hand in still water.
And what is that? Steel?
No, it's just a bucket of water.
So just a bucket of water.
Yeah, just a
I mean,
bucket
they're
of
still
water.
washing their hands.
But everybody
No.
uses the same bucket.
Everybody got
That's
the same.
kinda gross.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So they
What's
would
that?
share bath water.
Tuberculosis and
All
a
of
lot
that,
of shit. Was
all
in
of that
back
stuff
in the-
spread it that way. So this is fairly new to most cultures. They actually learned that
To
from.
wash your hands? That's so bizarre.
Well, yeah, the European culture actually learned that from other cultures that they encountered.
The crazy shit is when I was with the EPA, when I was doing chemical, hazardous handler or whatever, every 100 feet, when water is running, it purifies itself.
I didn't know that.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So if you run water, so just imagine you running a faucet, and then that when it gets to 100 feet, the water is pure. It's
That's
crazy.
interesting.
Just running water. Just running water.
Damn, that's good.
I don't know, I
That's good
just
to know
feel
because water is sold out everywhere. Out
Literally.
here in LA. So I don't know about around the world, but in LA, water's been sold out
Right.
everywhere recently.
Really?
Yeah, so get your tap water on, man.
All you have to do is just boil it, like when you boil tea, and then just put it in the fridge.
Yeah,
Same difference.
yeah,
That's some ghetto shit.
yeah.
Shelly.
I mean,
Well,
I'm not gonna waste my money on stocking up on water. Shoot,
That's probably the first ghetto
now
thing I
toilet
heard you
paper.
say.
Toilet paper.
That's something
I
different.
don't know what we're gonna do about that. I mean, I don't know.
Is this the scariest, I want to say like outbreak, I guess, in your lifetime?
Nah.
I mean, it's not.
The
It's not
scariest
scary.
outbreak
What was
was
the scariest thing that was?
crack cocaine. Yeah, crack cocaine hit
I'm not
all
laughing
the
at
black
crack, you know.
neighborhood when it hit the neighborhood.
You were in Chicago, right?
Born and raised.
How was that in Chicago when crack hit the scene?
It wasn't volatile like LA, of course, because we had a strong gang culture, and then I think a lot of the cats didn't understand it. It was more users, and then when the dope boys came around, we just had a different take on it. You know what I mean? We didn't have like how LA, well, I should say, what the images that they put out.
Right.
But Chicago had a true. It was new to us. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a whole bunch of people. It was like, it wasn't like zombies. It wasn't like
Right.
New York. It wasn't like LA. It was just like, oh, we get money off of this shit. Because we like dressing. Chicago niggas about that bread. So
Yeah,
we
the
like, look,
gators and all of
yeah,
that.
we want the gators and fur coats and shit like that. So niggas ain't got time to be on one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the scariest epidemic, yeah.
What was the big drug scene in when you were growing up,
Drug
in
scene?
Jersey,
I mean,
or the big epidemic scene?
I don't think there was a drug scene.
What part of Jersey you from?
So I grew up in Hasbrook Heights, which you
Okay.
probably have never heard of, because
Never
it's
heard
literally
of
a little town next to Hackensack. And then
Is that the hood or the suburbs?
no, it's like a little white
Oh, okay. Just for
bill,
perspective.
white hick, but Hackensack is more predominantly black. And then I went from there to Ridgewood, which is basically like Beverly Hills of LA. So
Yeah, okay.
not very
Oh,
different.
so you
but
skipped all the drama.
Right. But I will say when I moved into the group home, even though that was in Ridgewood, which is a beautiful area, that's where I learned.
You said you grew up in a group home.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I was
you-
adopted and then put in the system.
Oh, you a nigga.
Thug life.
Oh, you a nigga.
So
right?
the group
You
home
get it.
actually,
Okay.
the group home
Yeah.
actually
I
pretty much
knew it.
saved me, I think, because it helped me in the industry, just even growing up in the foster system and not being taken advantage of.
Okay.
So a lot of people think, oh, you don't have a family. Oh, I can take advantage of you. No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't
Talk
work
that
way.
shit.
Right. Is that me? I don't
No,
know.
that's you, Mom.
Grady, we have a
the other one.
question from the chat room. So
Uh-oh.
they want me to ask you about the 5150 versus the rollout basketball game.
What's that?
I don't
Well,
know.
5150, I would definitely play. I seen somebody they sent out there like 5150 versus rollout in bowling.
Oh, I
was
saw
the
that
first-
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say,
Oh,
nigga,
yeah,
we got to
yeah.
do bowling or something. Them niggas
So
are
I was
too-
like,
I mean, my husband could
basketball.
probably get a discount. Y'all know he works
nah,
at Lucky Strike.
yeah, we could bowl over here though. You feel me?
Now let me just say
I'd
this
rather do
because
basketball,
a lot of people don't know this. Bowling is what they used to. I don't bowl.
though. Right. I don't like bowling.
This is what they used to do to slaves with the cannonballs. They used to bury them up to their neck
Real
and they
shit.
roll the cannonballs.
That's
why I
why-
don't bowl.
That's why the bowling pin has those red.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Fucked up.
I don't know.
So it's like a lot of people don't know shit. Like if you just make music, go around and jazz it up, niggas are like, oh, that's fun. And then you sit there and be like, do you know what bowling comes from?
I had no
Or
idea.
like speaking of music, the ice cream truck song.
The ice cream truck song.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't even
about
know.
killing. It's like he's the most racist song ever.
Yeah,
Really?
I swear to God, it's the most racist song ever.
I think it was a hit song like in the 20s or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And they just took the lyrics off
I'm
and
dead
used the
serious, Tanya.
the melody.
I never knew what the. I just
Dead
know the
serious,
tune.
man.
I don't even know what the words
That's
are.
from one of the most racist songs in
I
American
shit
history.
you not. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that shit. You know, it's so crazy when you
When you're little, that's like a happy song. You're like, yes,
Exactly.
the ice
'Cause
cream man's
remember-
outside.
remember because the music. And you like do 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 do. It's
Yeah.
playing, and you got all the fruit flavors and all this type
That
of
brings
shit.
happiness.
And he's saying, "You niggas."
That's crazy.
Yeah, people don't know.
They
People
don't have ice cream trucks out here. They
You
have,
can listen to YouTube.
They have like the Mexican trucks out here that
Yeah.
sell you like
You can listen
Cheetos
to YouTube.
and tacos.
Yeah, you can listen to YouTube.
That's nuts. I had no idea. Huh. That's interesting.
People don't know
But
that.
what did freak me out, which it
Okay.
kind of still does, is salmonella.
Okay.
When I learned about that, I'm like a freak when it comes to cooking meat in my
Okay.
home. And then you cannot cook. Okay, so if my husband cooks, I can't be in the kitchen because it drives me nuts because he'll cook the meat in the pot and then he'll add the sauce to the pot. And I'm like, no, we have to remove the meat from that pot that you just cooked and then have another pot and then add the meat there with the sauce. And he just doesn't understand, like,
Well, here's the thing, because I went to culinary school. When you So that's called drippings from the meat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's called drippings. So that adds a different effervescence, and it creates an effervescence of whatever else he's preparing in that same dish. Okay? So if you guys have a cast iron skillet,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to cook it all in the same cast iron skillet.
God.
Or you go get another one, but you season the cast iron skillet. You know how to season the cast iron skillet?
You know what's funny? We have a cast iron skillet, and I've never used it because I'm scared to use it.
Nah, don't be scared of it, because that's where you come from.
That's crazy.
Right? That's where the fuck you come from. You gotta season it with the oil, put it in the oven, let it bake in a couple, I think it's like 20 minutes, and then you just rinse it out. You don't put soap on it.
Right, that I heard too.
Yeah,
Which is
so-
why I haven't used it, because again, I'm a germaphobe, and I'm like, if I can't use soap, it's not clean.
So I mean, here's the thing: when you're dealing with food is all prep, it's all sanitation. So I
Right.
believe you, but it's just remember,
It's just the meat.
do
that
he
drives me
cook
nuts.
from love? You got to understand this. So every restaurant you ever ate at,
Mhm.
they're all using the same situation.
Right.
Remember if you ever been to Benihana?
I have. You know what's funny? That freaks me out. I don't like
Right.
Benihana.
No, I never. I don't. No,
Right,
I
right.
don't eat Asian food. I'm just
Well,
saying.
it's not it's the fact that they're cooking it on this. I don't know. I guess because it's
Char
on the same
grill.
thing. Like they're cooking everything on the
Okay.
same right in front of you, and so I'm like, that grosses me out.
well,
I'm a weirdo.
but it's okay. It's just when you cook from love, it doesn't. No one will be hurt by it.
Right.
That's the moniker. But go
Got
ahead.
it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like a weirdo.
Trying to get it.
It's all in my head.
Speaking of food,
Okay.
and what we were just talking about, I just pulled up some more information on this. This is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So the ice cream truck song was actually based off of a character named Zip Coon.
Zip Coon.
Right.
And what character was this on?
Right. So
Made up
allegedly, he was a blackface character who was supposed to be portraying a man attempting to conform into white society. So that was the idea behind this character. So if you ever heard the term "zippity doo dah day," that's actually talking about this character.
Well, it's crazy because there's a Disney movie that has that song. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it got banned because it was saying it was racist.
Everybody
Correct.
knows this, right? If you in tune with real shit,
Yeah, some of the lyrics to the songs.
right?
Is,
give the listeners one. Go ahead. Give them a bar.
Just so YouTube doesn't wreck this video, I'm just gonna say N-word, love a watermelon, ha ha ha. This repeats over and over. This is the chorus. It says, here they made with a half a pound. There's nothing like watermelon for a hungry coon. Of course, you got to add the melody behind it,
right.
but this is the
And
pretty much
that's
the summons of
Where
the
did
song.
that? I'm just curious. Like, where did it come from that
you gotta understand.
black people eat watermelon? Or
Actually, I know
like,
the story behind this.
'cause
Go
I
ahead.
don't.
Tell
I'm
'em.
actually
Right.
allergic
Tell
to
the story.
watermelon.
So
Tell the story.
during the
I
time,
know the story, but I want you to tell this.
during the time where they started creating photography, one of the first people to actually take pictures, he was taking a picture of a group of men sitting there. He said, "Hey, why don't you guys just eat this watermelon while I take this picture?"
And they were black.
They were black.
Okay.
Now, at this time, once he took this picture, they spread this picture all around America. So it became like an urban myth because you got to understand too, this is some of the earliest photos. So it's not many photos of
Right.
African Americans sitting on these farms and doing anything.
Right.
So they see this picture of these black people eating watermelon, and niggas love watermelon.
That is crazy.
And what made it worse was at the time, they sped up film. So
Yes,
not
they
only are
did.
they eating the watermelon, but they're looking like they're just chomping down on the shit and juice is splattered. This is just the
That's
image.
horrible.
Yeah.
And then they made postcards out of this, and it just became the mascot for.
Now,
It's
what about
almost
chicken? Why black people only eat?
I mean,
Like
chicken is
fried
good.
chicken.
Here's the thing. I mean, if it's fried chicken and watermelon, right?
And waffles.
So the crazy shit is, I mean, they have created so many traditions for us, right?
That's nuts.
It was one more that I want to say, but it was about black folks and what we do on some goofy shit.
Is any of them true?
All of them are true.
Any of the sayings about black people true?
I mean,
I believe
again,
all
people
of them are
say
true.
because I'm half, so I don't count. But I'm allergic to watermelon. I don't eat fried chicken, and that's the first thing. They're like, you don't eat fried chicken, you're black. Like, what does that
Chat
mean?
room. Is which one of the urban legends about us is
Yeah.
not true? Because all the black people I know love chicken and watermelon for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
All black people can play basketball for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
What else we got out there?
We got schlongs.
Well, they say
But I said a joke about that at the Improv. I said, white men,
That's funny.
they don't like us so much, they created dildos. A white man
hilarious.
created a dildo. Not a white woman. A white man created a dildo.
What? Really?
You didn't know that?
I don't know who created them.
Exactly. Ain't no brother was like, yeah, let's make an impossible dick.
You know, it's funny you say that. They do have some kind of weird obsession
I swear to
with
God.
that. Do you know what the Obulus is in Washington, D.C.?
Mm-mm.
It's a huge tower. It comes to a point. Let me see if I can pull a picture up for you
But
guys.
I did hear that you can get your mate's
Oh, yeah, you can get it
into a
casted.
dildo. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it casted.
You can what?
You can get your mate's wiener
Yeah.
shaped into a dildo. Like they'll stick. I don't know how they do it.
No,
Like,
he
how,
just
like how
go
they do
get,
pregnant
he
bellies.
just put he go get a mold and like, here, put
Yeah, like
this,
a mold,
put my
that's
dick in this clay.
Now,
But
I
why
know,
would you do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know men don't have a problem. I'm not gonna speak for all men, but most men don't have an issue with women having toys or whatever.
Right.
No.
But for the ladies in the chat room and Shelly, I want to know if you came home and Tony, shout out to Tony, and Tony had a pocket pussy.
Oh hell, that's disgusting and weird. I feel like for a man, that's weird to have a blow-up doll or any type of anything.
It's a cold game.
That's just weird. But for a girl, I feel like it's normal. Is that normal? I don't know.
Is that normal? I don't know. It's shit to each his own. Shit, I don't give a shit. I mean, as long as you know what I mean. I don't know. I try not to.
Because I feel like a guy could just go jack off with this.
Okay.
Like you don't need a toy. Like a girl, we need some sort of stimulation. So that's why they have dildos. You don't need it. You could use a freaking electrical toothbrush. I mean, there's a lot of things
That
you can
nigga
use.
said the toothbrush.
Anything that vibrates basically will work. But then I feel like that's bad because men don't vibrate. So I'm like, you're basically teaching a woman how to enjoy sex with a dildo, and then they go to a real thing, and then it's not the same because
Is that
no
is
guy's
that
thing is just vibrating.
if you're in a relationship, is that cheating?
Cheating if you're
Yeah.
using a dildo?
Well, or vice versa. So if you came home and your man's had he had a pocket vagina.
I don't
or
think
he
it's
had
cheating, but I just think that's creepy.
What about you, Grady?
What?
If you came home
Uh-huh.
and your lady had a drawer full of shit, does she got to get rid of the shit or she can keep
Nah, that's her shit.
it? You don't have an issue with it?
But now is she using it all the time by herself, or is she
I
using
don't
it
know.
while
I'm not gonna
they're?
dive into
I'll
that.
say this. I'll say this. If you know your girl's body, that's what. Here's the thing: sex is not a situation where you should not pay attention. If my girl loves me too, she gets heavily aroused by me touching her. She ain't gonna grab nothing no way. So you either fucking with a chick that's a fucking nympho, and you can't keep up with her speed. You know what I'm saying? Because women have a speed. You know, they say when they get 40s, they the most horniest women in the world. When they say they 30s, they don't want it. But then when they get, they do all these, what you call them, urban legends. They do all that shit. It just depends on if the broad fuck with you or not. I didn't mean to curse, but I meant that part. If she like you or not, and she says, hey, I'm still aroused. Like you said, if you said to your husband in 14 years, when you see him dress up, do you still want to rip his clothes off? If you don't have that, you know what I mean?
Right.
People don't be like, she
That's
just
true.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So
But you don't. I don't want to put Tony on the spot, but you don't get bored after 14 years. Like, how do you?
you on air, nigga.
No.
Yeah, you coming up on the 14-year anniversary.
You
so,
on air, nigga.
Interestingly enough, no, I haven't been
so
bored.
so give us the
So
secret.
hopefully.
Give us the code.
I don't.
How do you
honestly,
keep a relationship entertaining in 2020?
I don't. You know. I don't know. It's just. I don't know.
You letting the ladies down right now, Shelly. There's no hope out there.
You know what? Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, everything's been so.
Do you guys have date night? You know, do you guys make
You
sure
know
that you
what's
guys
funny?
go
We
out
really
off?
don't, and I'm like, we need to have more of those because when you have teenagers, it's people think having babies and toddlers is hard. I feel like it's harder to have teenagers because they literally suck the life out of you. Because like babies, you can you change your diapers, you put them to bed, whatever. But teenagers, like you're literally on the clock 24/7. So I feel like when you have teenagers, you do have to make more date nights, but at the same time, it's hard because you don't want to leave them home alone, or you don't know who they're hanging out with, or we do need more date nights, but we don't. But sex-wise, it's good.
Shout out to Tony.
But I'm like weird. But I'm like the abnormal person because like if I'm home alone and I'm like going in the shower and I like walk by the mirror and see myself naked, I'm like I want to have sex, which sounds really weird.
Shout out to Tony.
Hilarious.
So my husband's like, "Are you attracted to yourself?" I'm like, "No," but it's always and a lot of times it's when he's not home and he's just like, "Damn it, why do you text me these things? Like, why are you telling me this? I'm at work."
Shout out to Tony.
I don't know. I can't help it. I don't know.
Some people say foreplay is dead.
That's a good point.
Some people, not all, but that's why I say you have to stay. you have to keep. Everybody always use this moniker. You have to keep it fresh. Like, listen, if you can't put on a pair of panties or boy shorts or sweatpants, and you walk your thick ass to the kitchen sink and watch dishes, and your man just don't stand in the threshold of the hallway and just from the living room to the kitchen just look at you, you ain't shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to walk by without him doing something.
That's how it's supposed to
I'm like,
be.
I gotta cover up, make sure I be like, don't look at me.
No, but you can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't do that unless the kids is like, mama, daddy and mama, they nasty. You know, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's how you got here.
Now, Grady, you don't think you setting the bar a little low for the ladies?
What you mean?
In my experience,
Wow.
most of the women I meet have no idea
Okay.
how to seduce a man, show interest in a in a romantic
That's
sense.
bullshit.
In
All women know how to seduce a
that's a
man.
good point.
No, but the way he's saying seduce, like, because in my brain I'm like, oh, throw on some lingerie. Well, he's
No,
like, no,
I don't
that's not
mean
seducing.
like to have sex.
Yeah.
I mean to keep a man, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
after we have sex and we pass this, a year in, whatever it is, most women don't have any game on how to keep their man interested other than put on some lingerie. Or those simple things like you mentioned, go wash dishes and some panties and a t-shirt.
No. Here's the thing: if a woman works a 9 to 5, right? She come to the crib, and then the first thing we do is do what? We take our clothes off and get into something comfortable.
Right.
So if your girl has nice legs, breasts, right? It don't matter if she got a stomach or not, booty or whatever, whatever he's into, whatever she keep her hands, done or not, whatever the situation. Some people just like, I love my woman's shoulders, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is.
Right.
It depends on the individual. Everybody is different. What makes this chick ticks, it won't make the next chick tick, and vice versa with the dudes. So to answer your question, I just think it's just mostly who wants to be next to that person. That woman, she's going to do whatever to keep that man close to her. And that man is going to say, if my girl like me doing push-ups, when I come in, I swell up. He going to do all them push-ups. She come in and she just, she damn near about to rape the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But she not going to rape him because he going to, you know what I mean? That's what she wants. So it all depends. Everybody is different. Everybody's different. Yeah, it's different. Everybody's different.
What do you think, Shelly? You think the ladies still got game out there?
I mean, because again, I thought I did, but then you're like, that's not game wearing lingerie, or I don't know. I guess
I mean, I think for men, for example, like if we want to do something nice for our ladies, we got to plan the night. We got to take y'all out. Get you some flowers. You know what I'm saying? Buy you a nice dress or something.
But sometimes that's not what we like.
Some women want
we don't want that, or that we don't need that. Like you guys think we want all that.
I'm not saying we have to do all of that. I'm
Okay.
just saying that we have a wide range of things we have to
Right.
do, right? Or we can do possibilities. For the ladies, it stops at lingerie and taking your ass in the kitchen and washing dishes. Like that's about as good as it's gonna get.
No, I mean, you're supposed to, compliment your guy, he's looking good, or, make him feel like he's the only man in the room when you're out at a party or a bar. No?
Okay. Like I said, it all depends, mama. It all depends. I just think that it's just what you're into, who you're attracted to. She said in 14 years, she said she still loves her husband and then likes her husband. Because there's a difference. You can love him, but that don't mean you like him. A lot of people don't know that. You can have sex. You can have sex, make love to a motherfucker, something totally different. And then you just like, look, we fucking. Right?
Leave me alone.
Right? You fucking. You got to get if in 14 years, if she said, yo, just because of, she'll give him a quickie at Thanksgiving in the bathroom, like the movie Soul Food with Nia Long
Shout
and
out to
Makai
Nia
Fife,
Long.
right? She just like take these panties off, just grab one, because he can't nut in the sink. He got to shoot in her, right?
Right.
He got to shoot that load off in her. She got to take it. That's how they got the baby, right?
Yeah.
That's how they got the baby in motherfucking Soul Food.
We got something in the chat room. Let's see. Joseph McVeigh. Actually, no, let's start with Jay Lee. Jay Lee says, keep a spark going. Keep it spontaneous. Don't be so routine. I think that could work. You know what I'm saying?
You got to have somebody that you want to fuck, man. You got to have somebody that you want to look at.
I will say I am spontaneous when it comes to that. like out of the blue. Like he'll be like, "Whoa, okay, what's going on?"
And you the crazy one. So
I
you
am.
know what they say
That's
about the
true.
crazy one.
What?
You don't know?
No.
Oh, crazy chicks got the best demo.
Oh, really?
That's
Crazy head.
Unfortunately, that's a fact.
I swear to God, the crazier the broad is, the head is bananas
Yeah.
and the cooch is banana. I swear
It's
to
because we're
God.
creative.
I think that's the
No,
balance
you
of
just
life.
fucking loony. That's what it is. You ain't got to worry about, creative. Because you say you taking hammers and bashing
Right, I'm
fucking
crazy.
dinner tables. I'm like, what are you doing?
The chat room says Shelly running around the house in a bunny outfit
No, I don't.
Hilarious.
for a little foreplay action. You know what I'm saying? Throw the Mickey ears on. I ain't mad at him.
I do
Shout
have
out
a
to
lot of
Tony.
Mickey ears. Not gonna lie.
Okay, so someone in the chat room says a woman's game is her aura, her loving aura.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about that?
I'll let you go.
Aura?
Shelly.
Just her being. She's saying that's a woman's game, her essence.
I mean, I guess it could be. I don't know.
I can get with that. I'm not mad
Maybe.
at that. I'm not mad at that. I like being around women who are truly women, I like that. So I agree with the chat room on that part. Y'all still got to step your game up, though. Let's see.
But you keep saying that, but you don't say in how to do that. Like, you should
Listen,
know.
because for men, we have to figure it out. We go through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? We try something. Grady might give me some advice. I go try it. If I fumble, I got to go back to the drawing board and I got to try something else. I don't get to just sit back and go, what should I do when somebody just gave me the game, Let's see, Nicole Moon says men like more mental foreplay. Grady?
Do men like who?
More mental foreplay.
No, men are physical. We're visual and physical. So all that playing with our mind, it all depends on if he's that way. Like for a woman to keep my attention, she has to know what it feels to be affectionate. I don't fool with unaffectionate women. I don't even talk to them. I don't speak to them. I don't respect them.
Break that down for the ladies, Grady.
I used to not be affectionate, FYI. Like, my husband helped me to be affectionate.
Oh, there we go, Shelly.
But I will say that comes from I grew up in a foster system. I was adopted, and there was just, I never learned affection until I literally got married. Even after I had my kids, like, it was hard for me to receive affection from my children. Like, every time they would hug me, like, after the third time, I'm like, dude, like, how many times do you need to freaking hug? Like, in my brain, that's what I was literally thinking until I was able to accept affection. So you would have bailed on me.
No. You know what? Here's the thing. Like, you can teach someone. I don't like to say teach. To be able to be a true companion, someone has to be the leader. Someone has to be the follower.
Right.
And I have to learn her. She has to learn me if she want to and if I want to. Everything that we do is choice. This is not well, you got to do this for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think it's just who you into. So if I like a woman with, first of all, she has to have dope eyes. So if I look at the bra, I'm like, oh, she got pretty eyes, right? Then she has beautiful hands. Then she has them nice legs. Like, oh, yeah, she gonna wrap a street nigga up in them motherfuckers. Yeah, right? So you do all this old crazy shit, but then when it comes time to reciprocation, right? And a woman don't know how, I ain't gonna say a woman don't know how. If you're not into the guy, most women would say, well, what do you like? And it's up to the man to take his guard down and say, well, I like this, X, Y, and Z. Then she has to say, well, I ain't never done that, or I'm willing to try that, or I do that all the time. And then it has to, you just have to, you just have to, what's the word I want? You have to just, be willing to communicate. That's more about communication.
That makes sense. But I will say, after I became affectionate, I became the more affectionate one. Now I'm like overly affectionate.
How was
I'm
that?
like, you didn't hug me today.
How was that process of becoming affectionate? I feel like for me as a black man, Grady, I don't know if you can relate to this.
Okay.
I had to kind of learn how to be affectionate
Right.
Yeah.
as well, because being a black man in this world, you don't have a lot of examples
Yeah.
of coming
But
home.
your dad said he was so affectionate with you, and you wouldn't.
No,
allow him to be.
but no. But my dad, you gotta understand, my dad was a real player when I was growing up. You
That's
feel
true.
me? Like I seen. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but when I was in high school, my pops gave me some money one time, and I asked him for money again, and this is the first time he ever got upset with me, and he just flipped out. And he was like, "Look, nigga, you gotta keep you at least 2 bitches."
Damn.
You understand? So right. So you understand?
Gangster shit.
You feel me? And it got me through high school. So shout out to pops for that.
No.
and I've seen a lot of different examples of men dealing with women, you know, in that process. So I had to kind of relearn all of that and learn how to be around a woman and appreciate her being a woman without having my agenda,
Right.
you know, pushed forward based on the examples I had. So,
That's crazy.
you know, I had to kind of relearn that affection process. You know what I mean? So I don't know, Gray, did you have good male examples of how to be in relationships growing up?
And I raised, you know, my boys. You know,
Oh, see, that's dope.
So the cool thing was, I didn't go as far as saying you gotta have 2 bitches. And this is by design. My kids never saw but one woman from their daddy.
Good.
Period.
Are all
I
your
let
kids,
the go
sorry,
ahead.
are all your kids by the same?
No.
No.
Like 3 different baby mamas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 2 baby dads. I'm not judging.
So that's what I
I
said.
get
You a
it.
nigga. That's why I said, oh, you a nigga. The crazy shit is, it's by design only because when you deal with boys, and boys are they're way more impressionable
Right.
than girls are, right? So by me saying nothing, so when they see that when I had to teach, I ain't gonna say I taught my youngest boy when he went to prom in Santa Monica High School, the girl had to dress, and I just said, boo-boo, you know, because I call my boys by their nickname. So I said, boo-boo, grab her hand, let her come down the steps. So he didn't know that he's supposed to do that. He listened to Young Dolph.
Right,
Everybody
right.
going crazy. He finna get in the Cadillac truck, and I'm like, boo-boo, go get her. Go get the damn girl. Stick your hand out. Let her help her down the steps, and then boom. So I think you just have to, how do you say it? I think you just have to just know self.
Right.
You just have to know how you were with their mom, how you want to be treated, and then go from there. Did that answer your question?
I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I had the examples, but no, I never seen my dad do no crazy shit to my mom. Were there other women? Probably. I don't know. I was a child, so I didn't get into adult. Remember,
Right.
I'm from the era you stay in a child's place. I didn't come in like, oh, well, you know. Now I just think parents are friends with their kids
Yeah.
because I'm one of them. I play video games with my boys.
Well, now they're older though.
Huh?
Now they're older. You can-
Yeah,
you can
but
be
we
their friend.
still, you know,
Yeah.
we still, as shit, when they was, 10 years old, 5, it didn't matter. I watched Shark Tales every fucking hour. I watched,
Shout out to Shark Tales.
right? I watched Monster Inc. every fucking hour. The
I love
youngest
Monster
one, his movies was Shark Tales, ATL, Buzz Lightyear, Incredibles. Then the middle son, he watching Friday to all the hood movies. And the oldest, he watched Barney.
I used to love Barney.
He watched SpongeBob. He watched Phineas and Herb. I'm probably fucking the name up. You know what I mean.
Phineas and Ferb.
Thank you. See, I'm a daddy. I done fucked it up. And then he would watch all Animal Planet. All animals. I don't know where you get that shit from.
So, Shelly, what about you? So having boys, right? And like he was saying, like they grew up listening to Young Dolph and all these impressionable dudes.
Right.
And even though they grew up with Tony around, good example. Like, how do you express to them how to deal with the women?
I mean, now, like for instance, my 15-year-old, he's dating this girl, and like literally, I've gotten a phone call from the teachers, from the assistant principal. Like, this girl is not a good influence. They said, literally, they said she's ratchet. Like,
oh wow!
Literally, those words, like she's ratchet. She's not a good influence on your son. Yeah. Like, and on top of that, I think they said she's Middle Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Which again, race doesn't matter. But when it comes to having black children, unless the girl is black,
talk that shit.
I tell him, I mean, it doesn't matter whether she's black or not doesn't matter. But especially when she's not black, I'm like, you're an athlete, you're black, and you're a boy. I'm like, you have 3 things against you. Yep. I'm like, so I don't care who you're dating, but this literally, I got a call. This girl and him were caught hidden behind somewhere, like where it's known to make out.
Shout out to Rio.
So I'll just leave it at that.
My man Rio.
Shout out to Rio.
I'm
not gonna get it. That's a whole other show.
Rio,
we're past our time and we gotta go.
Rio,
So
a real one. I like Rio.
Marinate on that.
I like Rio.
And he looks like he's 18, which doesn't help.
No, got you.
But thanks, guys, for watching. Want to give you information real quick?
Yes, at Grady Comedy, Instagram, Twitter, Ray Grady, Facebook, RayGrady.com. It's the website.
Yes.
Salute.
And you can follow me on Miss Shelly Rio, MSSHELLYRIO on YouTube and Instagram. Thanks, guys.
Blessing.
So